We are live. Guys, we are live. Let's see here. Mwah.
Love you.
Love you. 1 2, check the mic. Check the mic. 1 2 1 2. Let me see. Hopefully our technical problem should be good now. Hopefully. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check the mic. Check the mic. We are live.
Love you.
Love. Check the mic. Check the mic. 1 2 1 2. Let me see. Right, this is what I'm talking about. Our technical problem should be good now. Hopefully. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check the mic. Perfect. That's what I like. Perfect. Check perfect. The mic. We are live.
Love you.
Check the mic. Check the mic. 1 2. All right, guys, we are wonderful here with the sound. What's up, Emmanuel? What's up, buddy? Welcome aboard here. We're gonna have a fantastic show now. At least my sound. I want to check this sound one more time before I start to share the video. Before I ask you to share the video. All right, guys, we are wonderful here with the sound. What's up, Emmanuel? What's up, buddy? Welcome aboard here. We're gonna have welcome to the Voice of Sinoe. Let's do some little musical entertainment, and we'll share the show. We'll get the show on the way. Sorry, we were on earlier and we had some technical issues. So let's play the queen of traditional music. For whatever reason, when we play the top-notch artists, they tend to block our sound. So we're going to stick with the traditional music here.
Together.
derivo in cherry do wow.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Another good day to be with you. On the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora, welcome aboard. We have been away for a little bit. Let me do my sound check here quickly before we get the show going. It's a little delayed from my end, so I will stick around a little bit and see how the sound going to be on my side here before I get going. So you're gonna hear feedback from my end here. Good day to be with you. On the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora. Great. I like the sound. It's perfect. Superb. All right. Wonderful day to be here to talk to you. I hope you are doing great out there. I'm doing fine along with my family. As you listen to the show, please, I want you to do me a huge favor. And that huge favor is just to hit the share button. Hit share. Another thing I want you to do is to follow me on YouTube. You know, I need at least a minimum of 1,000 persons. You know, that way we'll be able to upload a lot of videos because YouTube does not allow you to post certain videos without the required audience. So I'm broadcasting through Facebook, not Facebook, but YouTube right now because of the software I'm using. But like if I want to post a video directly, I mean, it won't allow me. All right, and so that's something I want you to do. So you can just go YouTube Madison Freeman. And we are also live there. You can watch us on your big screen right now. All right, so let's get the show on the way here. Let's see the people that are following right now that I want to recognize based on my device right now. Mari Saka, what's up, buddy? Welcome aboard. Charles Tia, Emmanuel, welcome aboard again. Prince, Weir. How you doing, buddy? Chris Morgan, Davy, or Kana, actually. I don't know where I got Davy from. Okay, Craig, Charles, I recognize Charles, and I recognize Chris Morgan. Kana, that's Marisako, McCarvin, Levi, Madison, nine others. I'm seeing Gurjagora, Francis G. Willies, Anthony Gay, and Brightness, Dre, Superstar, Pretty Star. Okay, that's the First Lady of Voice of Sinoe. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, our special topic is exclusive today. We're going to be talking about Mr. James Panto. Welcome aboard. So we are doing an exclusive today, special coverage to cover the national president of the United Sarpo Association in Americas, Honorable Geleo, who is president in Liberia. For what we call morale-breaking trip in Liberia. I mean, that's not the title I gave the trip. It's the title the president himself gave the trip when we had a teleconference. So he said he wanted to go to Liberia to break morale for the organization. And so the morale-breaking trip now is on full display in Liberia. We have been seeing multiple videos coming from Liberia. And so we're going to talk about the epic speech yesterday delivered by His Excellency Geleo. I mean, it's a pretty interesting speech, okay? At least for me, pretty interesting in a weird way. All right, for a national president to leave the United States of America to go to Liberia, according to him, morale-breaking / let's just say presentation of next quarter. All right, so the president used the next quarter as a facade or as a subterfuge to go to Liberia to break morale. All right, so we're going to be talking about the president. So if you're out there, before we get into our business, I'd like to say happy birthday to everyone out there. Usually when we start the show, we do shout out to people, but this just exclusive today. So we will just say happy birthday to all those that are celebrating a birthday today or that celebrated the birthday in the past. Wish you happy birthday, whether belated or right now. Wish you all the best. All right, hey, Samson, Robbie, how you doing? Welcome aboard. Share the show. Zagbawoza, welcome aboard. Share the show. Virginia Clay, welcome aboard. Share the show. Mr. James Panto, share the show. All of you that are following, please share. All right, so let's get to our talking points here. All right, so what I'm going to do first is to play again. This is an exclusive. We're going to be talking about exclusively the trip of President Geleo and his entourage to Liberia. And so we're going to be playing not the whole thing. There are various speeches. It will be all day to listen to play all the speeches. But we're going to just play a little bit of each orator. And then we'll give you an analysis of what was said, because we did holistic analysis of the various speakers. And also we took notes. All right, so we'll be going through our notes to talk about my mama is calling me. Mama, I'll call you right back. All right, so we'll be looking at the various speeches, and I will give you my perspective. Now, normally, I mean, you guys follow the show, which I think I really, really appreciate. Hey, Lindsay, how you doing? Welcome aboard. All right, I really appreciate you guys following the show, but I also crave your participation. You know, I like to hear from you what you have to say. About maybe you agree with me or you disagree with me, which I have no problem with. So I just need your participation. You can just listen to the euphonious voice of Dr. Osaya Pude, and then you don't say anything. I mean, which I don't have problem with though. So, but there's a number at the bottom of the page. You can call that number. It's 267-648-8149. And I'll bring you on. If you want to come live, just comment below and just say, send me the link. And I will also send you the link so you can come and engage us, so we can hear your perspective on whatever I'm about to say today. All right. So this one, let's go to the national coordinator. That's Mr. Christopher Wale, who is in Liberia. He did the introduction of the president. All right, and so I'll call that introduction went awry. All right, when something goes awry, that thing it didn't go as planned. You know, something happened along the way, and so the introduction went awry. The case with national coordinator Christopher Wale. All right. So we want to listen to Mr. Wale a little bit. Again, I'm not going to play the whole thing. It will be all day. So I will play, and I got notes. I took notes of the major statements from what was said. All right, and that's what we're about to do today. Let me get to Christopher Wale quickly here. I don't think I have a picture, but I will just play the video. Let's see here what I can get one of these videos around here, hopefully. Oh, don't get the wrong one. The president, that's not what I want right now. I want Christopher Wale. All right. Welcome aboard. Welcome back on board. Let me recognize President Francis Myers. Welcome aboard. All those joined while Mr. Christopher Wiley was speaking. All right. So there is something that Christopher Wiley said there that I want us to take note of. All right. And he spoke the original language of Dark Sarpo there, which is Sarpo. And he said, Blessed on number one, that's the original language of Sarpo there. Blessed on number one. So meaning when you translate that into English, when the Sarpo man says on number one, that means the person about to sweet talk you, the person, somebody who can speak. I mean, like they can embellish stuff. Both men call that rhetoric. Okay. So you embellish the language. Maybe you will have a little bit of truth in it. Everything else is decoration. Okay. So, in a diplomatic setting, we don't say the person lie. Okay. But basically, in a non-professional setting, when somebody supplements it on number one, that means the person is about to lie to you. They want to tell you things that are not factual. Okay. That's what the person is about. So the national coordinator told us, in the audio that you listen to, he said, Blessed on number one, he about to tell you guys, the president is about to embellish what is not obtaining in the U.S. And that's what Christopher Wiley said. It's not me. I am just the messenger. I am just the interpreter of the message. All right? And so people say, you let me get plow. I am not. I don't like commotion, but I'm a soldier of justice. I'm the only voice in the wilderness of Sinoe County that will tell the people the truth. For too long, people been hiding behind things. When something happens, they don't say as is. Oh, I said to the point, we don't want commotion. We don't want fighting. So the national coordinator, Mr. Christopher Wiley, said President Gio is about to sweet talk the people. On number one, and that's what I'm about to play the president. So that his own lieutenant is the man that said it, not me. On number one, he didn't say, you know what? The president is truthful. The man is honest. He said, on number one, the man is a rhetorician. He knows how to persuade people with sweet words, and that's what lawyers and that's a serious discipline in philosophy. They call rhetoric, the art of persuading, how to persuade people. Okay, and that's what the guy carried over there. The Sarpo war for that or number one. Okay, and that's what the brother about to do. Let me play the other video. Hopefully, Christopher Wallet. There's something else I want to highlight in this video.
Also Minnesota.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the national coordinator of the United Sarpo Association introducing the officials, the delegation on President Geleo's team. All right, let me see. I got the buffering from my other device here. All right, so you listen to him. Hopefully I'm okay on your side. I'm seeing my other device. I'm buffering. So let's see here. What's going on? Hopefully I'm fine. All right. If my sound is good on your side, let me know. It's always good. I need a thumb up, please. I'm monitoring from my other device and it's kind of slow. All right, so I assume it's okay on your side. That's my assumption. So Christopher Wiley said a couple of things in the community in their introductory comments. All right, let me make sure here. Let me know. It's always all right. Good. I just try to make sure here. Okay, good. Perfect. All right, Mr. Christopher Wiley made an introduction. Couple of things he said there. So when you miss it, Doctor, the show is exclusive. It's about the trip today. I have nothing else on the agenda but the trip and the speeches that were made. The guy delivered. So the speech, if you have time, you can go. The sound is perfect. Okay, thank you. All right. So Christopher Wiley, from the beginning, if you have time, you can go back to the video, go on Sophia Capet's page. You can listen to the whole thing from the Genesis to the end. All right, so Christopher Wiley says something to the effect of, he said, now it's not time to dance. All right, that's something he said from the beginning of the speech. But then in the next few seconds, he contradicted himself. It's not time to dance, but I am the best dancer. I will dance today. You will see me dancing. Okay, which one is it now? Is it a dancing program or a non-dancing program? Listen to the man. If you get time, just go listen. We are not here to dance. This is not time to dance. Then few seconds in that same sentence, he said, I am the best dancer. I will dance today. You will see. And the people started laughing. So the point that I'm trying to make here is, since I started knowing myself when I was a little boy, we had this the organization when I was in the village. People used to come from Monrovia. I don't know about America for sure. They will come from Monrovia. They have this massive feast and celebration. People dance. Okay, after dancing, They will go away. And the condition of the people, the ladies, the men, the children, the condition will remain the same. Okay? So fast forward to 2021. The same culture, something that our people tried over and over and over. The dance, and the condition of the people still the same. People came from America here, and they went to Liberia and bragging about him being the best dancer. We don't have best dancer competition here. We have poverty problem in our county. We have poverty problem in our country. Our children are grappling with different illnesses. But we have an organization, the president led a delegation, and the guy is telling us he is the best dancer. He didn't say, I'm the best philanthropist. I'm here to help you. But he said, I'm here to show you how well I can dance. Let me prove my dancing forte or my dancing skill to you. So that dancing would the president told us it was a morale breaking trip. All right. And so you're seeing the guys are breaking about what they're good at. It's dancing. That's what Mr. Christopher Wiley is good at. That's what he told you. Okay. He wanted to say, then he said, if I did not introduce the guests on the platform, I will be fired. Okay. When I go by, when the president will fire me. This, you see, the man is not joking. Facts come true joke. All right. The man was saying the fire. You know what Christopher Wiley doesn't want to be fired? It's because the guys unilaterally, they can go into our account and take our money and they go have fun and go dance in Liberia. And that's why he said, you know what, I don't want to get fired. And this is the second time Mr. Christopher Wiley and the president going to Liberia. The first time they went there, Mr. Robert Tuba, who was then the president of the Minnesota chapter, frequently, unmercifully went into our account and took $3,000. And according to our Constitution, anything above $500, it has to be approved by the board of directors. So the guys went and contravened the Constitution. They took $3,000. And they went to Liberia and danced. Again, Mr. Christopher Wiley for the second time. He's telling us he's the best dancer. Why is he dancing? Because they took our money. They went to Liberia. I would dance too. If I can take over $15,000 from the people, the members in Minnesota, they generated almost $7,000. And the guys went in the account and took additional $7,000. So you're talking about nearly $15,000. They don't make report to us. So if I have that much money in my pocket, I will also dance. If I don't know how to dance, I will be the best dancer. So Christopher Wiley said he would dance. And so that's what they're doing. The guys get money. The man was breaking in that video. Minnesota. I play they get money. And so they go break. And he said in as an introduction, Robert Tuba is the spokesperson for the organization. Meanwhile, for the past several months, if not years, Robert Tuba has not put out a sentence to abreast the members of the organization. What are we up to? Especially with respect to national convention and stuff like that. Are we going for the 2020 convention or 2021 convention in Florida, August or not? No communication, but these guys, they just bear titles. So he said, Robert Tuba is the spokesperson for the organization, but Robert Tuba cannot put even the trip in Liberia. The president himself, he's his own journalist. He's doing broadcasts. You have a publicity chairman. When I was occupying that position, the global community, the people were embarrassing me and say, we want rest today. Please leave us more. We've been hearing about going to Cote d'Ivoire. People calling me for but since you see when you put people in the wrong position, you get bad results. So you put Robert Tuba as a publicity chairman, and the man cannot even write your sentence. but they go around and just bearing titles around. We don't here for titles. We're here for results. We want to see the lives of our people changed. And now people going to Liberia and bragging about titles. And Christopher Wiley said, when somebody came here and he made reference, he didn't call the person name, but then it was clear. He said the president is the president of the Philadelphia chapter. So by that we know straight the man was referring to President Francis Clark Miles. The woman was standing here and the senator almost fell on her. Okay, what is that? Is that politics? He tried to disgrace the woman? No, Mr. Christopher Wiley, what you just did over there, you prove, because you don't understand, you are the national coordinator of the United Sarpo Association. You hold a strategic position in the organization. And you are a pocketbook for the president. So if the town hall in Juarzon district, the capital city of Juarzon district, the senator is falling on the president, one of the chapter's president, it's a disgrace to all of us. We cannot afford to go and put new senator over there. As a matter of fact, remodel that whole structure. But we want to take $7,000 to go and dance. And you are telling you the best dancer. Oh, yes. That's why important to Christopher Wiley. But he went there, he thinks he's making fun out of Francis Clark Miles. The woman played her part. And she is still playing her part. 2018, the convention the woman held, she hosted in Philadelphia. She raised over 75,000 United States dollars. The money is in the cover, and that's why you guys are using the Gold Liberia to dance. You could have directed that money to refurbish that building. But yeah, you go there and laughing. The arm fall on the woman's head. She is not in control of the money. She generated the money and deposited the money in the national account so that you guys can undertake the project. But you don't want to do anything. But you said you go to Liberia and you criticize the people that are generating funds, that bringing money into the organization covers. I'm not going to be here for you guys to make fun of people's lives. You go over there and dance. And that's a good thing for you. So he said, and then he made a weird comparison. The cheerleader for North Carolina and President Francis Clark, they are not, the woman is a cheerleader. She's not a president. So he said, you know, the way Philadelphia, the woman that came here, they see almost fell on her, they see she's the big person over there, how the woman look, they are now on the same level. The woman is the chapter president. She leads, she's the only chapter in the union, or president in the union, that is leading three regions, we call it the tri-state. So Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey. She got 3 states on her belt. That's a tough decision. That's a good leader to lead. She's the only person. The other states, Minnesota, I mean, few people over there. And the guy said that Minnesota, they're the money man. All right. So let me see here. Let's see. I don't know what the call is for. It's a call coming in. Hold on a second. All right, guys. So, so Christopher Wiley, we are putting in context for us what you did not get. Okay. So Christopher also said all the women that went on the trip, they paid their own expenses. Okay, beautiful. We want to say congratulations to the lady for paying your defraying your own costs, transportation costs, and other things. Great job. But if all those people that went with you, they paid their own fees and everything else, why you need $15,000? Why? Just for President Geleo alone? Or the $15,000 was meant for Christopher Wiley and the president, Robert Tuba, to share? Which one? Did Christopher Wiley pay his own money as well? He did not tell us. So we want to know. The ladies, they defray their own, they pay their own fares and everything else. Did Christopher Wiley pay his own money? And so we didn't know. He didn't tell us. He wouldn't have told us about those ladies. Did the national coordinator pay for his own ticket? Did he pay for everything, his transportation in Liberia, or they divided the money that they did first when they went to Liberia? Is that what's going on here? It seems to be. It seems to be. He didn't tell us that I paid my own ticket. He said the women. He went on and making, I mean, the guy sometimes, I don't know what's going on. The guy was actually making fun out of the national secretary, Mr. Andrew Seward. The man was making fun out of the man. Or saying the man was born a whole life, that he first time coming here. And the man was running away from his room. Somebody knocked there, or somebody heard noise, and the man ran from his room. How is that germane to the discussion or to that forum? Why you need all that information? The man want to embarrass the Secretary General. Andrew Seward ran away from his room, and first time on the sample land. I mean, all those things you're telling the people. I mean, and then the guy who was interpreting said, "Oh, he's scared. A scary man. You are embarrassing the man. Get to what you want to do. Introduce the man to the National Secretary of the United Sarpo Association in America. Simple as that. You know how to go get all that extra information that the man first time coming on the Sarpo land, And that is what I said, introduction when I arrive. It will get serious shortly. It's getting serious. Christopher Wiley went further and said, he bragged, as a matter of fact, about Minnesota people having money. And so he said money is not our problem. Well, if money is not the problem, then why are we having convention? Why are we raising funds? Why are we asking all the old ladies and old men to bring their $5 and $10 so we can, why Christopher Wiley and whoever that got the money, they can put it together and go do whatever? Why they have to take $15,000 from our account or from the members to go and dedicate so-called next quarter? Why? If you have the money, Mr. Coordinator, why were you fighting and you said the General Assembly gave you authorization to take $7,000 from our account and such thing did not happen? According to our Constitution, the Board of Directors are the ones that can approve in the House. I mean, even except when the National Assembly got it. That's the only way they can make that decision. That means they're above everybody else. But in the absence of the General Assembly, the board takes charge. You did not get board approval. But you say, Minnesota, you guys get money. Why did you take our hard-earned $7,000? Why did you guys campaign in Minnesota to take over almost $7,000 from the people, from their paychecks? But you get money. And our children are grappling with kwashiorkor, malnutrition, lack of food, dirty water, and all of that. But Christopher Wiley went to Liberia and breaking. We get money. Why were you campaigning then to get our little money from our account? You get all the money. He went on to say, okay, the man said to carry 15 mattresses. So we want to say congratulations to Mr. Christopher Wiley and the president and everybody else for carrying 15 mattresses to our people. But you know what? This is overdue. This should have been over there a long, long time ago. The United Sarpo Association, the Constitution gives the president what they call allowance. It's every year $1,000. And if you follow, because that resolution, it came from North Carolina. And also that's in the resolution from that, they said the chapter president should get $500. The members should put together and give the chapter president $500 without the involvement of the national administration. Okay. But Mr. Christopher Wiley, the president, these people have been taking $1,000. And if you also look at the resolution for now convention, it says that for transportation and contribution, The documents are all out there. I can put that on the screen there for you right now. But the guys will not go. When they say contribution, you are going there to make contribution on behalf of the organization. But the guy will take the money and go have party with it. It's not our contribution. Like if you go to other organizations, functions like that, you make a contribution. The thing was clear. But for 3 years, the guys have been taking the $3,000 plus. They didn't send mattresses to Liberia. We have talked and talked and talked and said, Mr. President, if the boy is delaying with approval of your stuff, you get the stoppings and stuff. You can't take $500 and ship that to Liberia. So in 2021, the president is now against the approval of the board of directors. Took $7,000 from our account, even though the first time he carried more than that. Okay. So the president went further. I will come to your comment shortly. And the man reported to the people who have 27 and 21 computers, which is true, but the same filibuster and the same argument, unnecessary argument. We got the computer right now, they are getting rusty. Okay. The project man, we gave him credit for that, Mr. Slabby Senate. They acquired those computers. And we have been telling President G. Withdrew to do the right thing. But unfortunately, the president, every time we talk, we are not a stooge, or somehow we are not bootlicker, we are not puppet of his, so he's not listening to us. But we are giving you pieces of advice that when you apply, will make things better for our people. It's not about your morale and breaking things. No, we don't get for morale business here. No, we want to empower the people. Because when you empower the people, they will not be liability to anybody. They will not be letting anybody in America. But President Gio and those guys, they say get 21, they get wheelchairs and those things. That's a revelation for me. They got wheelchairs and stuff like that. Yes. Christopher Waller, in your remark, ought to say, ladies and gentlemen, I just told you, President Gio on number one. All right. Plus at number one. So you will kind of explain to the people. The man gets sweet mouth. My brother man will say, the man is a rhetorician. The man studied rhetoric. So he will persuade the people with sweet talks. Christopher Wallace said that. That's what he said in the introduction. He also said, Mr. Wallace refused to tell the audience and that in general or generated laughter from the crowd. The man introduced, okay, you have people on the platform and you called all the people's names, their positions and stuff. And then you came to what I would call Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. They were sitting there, and the man said, oh, the people paid their own money, they came, they accompanied us. But then he refused to call their names. And so the interpreter said, oh, that was funny. But that was, you see, and that's why I said, introduction went awry. It went the way it's not supposed to. So it went the other way around. The man was considering the names. Who are those ladies? We can conjecture. I mean, I can go there right now and say, so here put it. Oh, said you got to apologize again. So I'm not going. The only thing I can say, Mr. to the coordinator, is that you cannot put somebody on a platform and you don't want to call the person's name. If it was your plan to conceal the names of the lady, they can just say in the crowd. There will be no issue with that. But you put somebody on the platform and you say that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they kind of I think it's funny. You don't want to call the people name. And the guy, the interpreter went there and still solicited and got their names, and reported that to us. Okay? And give the names of the ladies. Christopher Wale, I think the names are saying Mavina Seri, Aiki, Yanwule, and Mona Sua. Okay, those are the three ladies that went with those guys. We appreciate them for leaving Monrovia to go. But the guy got to explain to us why only three ladies from Monrovia. Why not 3 men? Why? Why you only took 3 ladies from Morovia and just put them on the platform? Why? Why only 3 ladies? I mean, I can, but you know what? I don't want to go into that. I mean, you can figure that out for yourself. Okay. They got in trouble. They got in trouble. But why you kept the drill with me that you don't want to lead the family? All right. So Christopher Wiley concealed the names of the ladies. So introduction went around. All right. And if you listen to that video too, Ms. Sophia Kappa is one of my favorite persons, especially when she was the financial secretary. She's still my favorite person from the Minnesota chapter. But I was trying to figure out what is the problem between her and the superintendent of Juarzon, Bilibokree City. I was wondering what's going on. Because if you listen to the video, when they called Mr. Sua called the lady to come and speak, she get angry. She said, I don't want to hear that woman. I don't want a woman to be on my video. I wonder why. What did she do? Why? But then later I figured out, once I put it, I was talking. Melange Foley is related to the superintendent of the city mayor, actually, not say superintendent, city mayor of Bilibokree City. And so the president and his team, they see this woman as a problem. So anybody related to her, they don't want to see that person. And so the woman, I don't want a woman to be on my video. I don't want to listen to that woman. You see, they say, show me your friends, and I will tell who you are. The people around the president, even on video, they are telling us who they are. And it reflects on the president. The people you surround yourself with, that's how we judge you. What they do, we judge you by your followers. What they do. So see what the lady did over there on the video. I don't want to hear that woman. And we call ourselves United people. It's United Sarpo Association. While in Liberia or in America. In Liberia, we use the Sarpo word Apodoebo. It's the same thing when you translate it in English, United. But the woman said, I don't want to hear that woman talking. That the president follower. One of the president's favorite persons saying, I don't want to listen to another Sarpo person talking. When I tell it, the guy, you can bring trouble, you want to bring the organization apart. We want to name those things in the bud, those things that are dividing our people that have the propensity to do so. I don't know, but maybe that woman has her own position. We understand 2017, she supported Honorable Zaza, and she will call her a maverick. The woman is a maverick. She doesn't go away, oh, they're one of my family members, the other one of them, no. She makes her own independent decision, if it is not redundant, own independent, But she makes her own independent decision as an independent person. And so apparently Green and the body woman, they have some issue in the past. We'll do more digging. But her relationship to Madam Kalejabwe Foley infuriated. During the meeting when President Geleo going to Liberia made that proposal, and Madam Kalejabwe Foley sagaciously said, President Geleo said, we have to talk about $7,000 and that will transfer me to Liberia. They almost say splendid. That's beautiful. But yeah, he said me to president. And then the president doing half a motion. The woman said, okay, good. Send you half a motion. Mr. President saying you ask for motion. Yeah, it's my motion. The woman, a smart lady. I like her. I like her. I like not beside being smart, she's very active. She speaks out. Not one of the people who is timid. You got to speak your mind. You're a leader. People will not like everything you say. They will not like you. But the woman was right. She said, Mr. President, for the past 18 to 19 months, we are not getting financial report. So let's replace that $7,000 that you put on the budget for all to go to Liberia. Let's pull financial report so we can know the health of the organization. The whole meeting went helter scatter because of that suggestion that was proposal of the lady. And so there was a whole argument here and there. The people, I mean, they cursed all her mom and her father, and I mean everybody else. But a long story short, I think that's one of the reasons why Sophia Carpet didn't want to hear that woman speaking. All right, so let's go to Christopher Wiley. Last comment here. Christopher Wiley said, no, not Christopher Wiley. The lady, the superintendent of that's why I kept saying superintendent. The city mayor of Bilibokree City. Unfortunately, I think her name was Dauber. I forgot the first name, but she made a few comments or remarks. During her remarks, she said, she said she was looking for chairs for people to sit down. Chairs, no chairs. And then later on, I heard somebody saying, and that somebody is Mr. Christopher Wiley. They get money. Minnesota people get money. Mary Double. Thank you, Madam President. That's Mary Double. So Christopher Wiley told us Minnesota, they get money. And so I was wondering why these money people, these Bill Gates and these Jeff Bezos and these Warren Buffetts of the Sarpo community, they are over there and the woman is sweating. She said, I was sweating looking for chairs. But the guys could not put chairs in there. They could not put chairs in there. But the one says she's looking for chairs. So here's my proposal moving forward, guys. Let's do what is important. Hold on a second here, guys. No, not yet. All right, sorry. Just wanted to make it a little. The temperature in here is so hot, so I'm gonna adjust to put the AC on. So the lady mentioned that there are no chairs for the town hall. These are things I wanted. We have been talking for President Geleo to be in contact with the people on the ground. Then you will know exactly what they need, what they want. But the guys are saying, in America, I say, put one, that's a quarter. But okay, how is it that you got the people got strangers and people going there and nowhere to sit? All right. And so she said that lack of chairs. And she said it was Son-in-law Noah who repaired the building. I thought she would have said, oh, it's Christopher Wiley, because you were laughing at friends. He said, oh, the thing coming for my head. It's coming for my head. I thought the lady would have said Christopher Wiley repaired that. But that's Son-in-law Noah that repaired that. So I want to say congratulations to Son-in-law Noah. Yeah, but you know, as a group that have access to resources, it's a shame on our part for a little boy alone to foot that, to take the bill. But then when you hear we arguing. So thank you, Son-in-law Noah. She also said, we'll put our differences aside. That's why the city mayor said that you put this differences aside and see whether you can work together as a team to develop Sinoe County. There are other things she said, but I'm not going to the whole thing. The Secretary General, he was the MC for the program, and I think the team did a poor planning, very poor planning. Because this is a nurses' quarter for medical people. But then they call the county health officers or officer, none of them show up. They call the person, oh, county health officer, to come and make comment. The person did not show up. So the whole thing was a dancing show that went on, like Christopher Wiley indicated. You know, that what they call in politics, they call it gaff. You know, gaff is when a politician makes a mistake, and then say the truth, you know. So these guys, they are politicized the organization. So that politician will get Christopher Wallace said, the best dancer. So they went for dancing. And so the county health team did not participate. All right. Now let me go to your comments and then we'll go to the main thing. So that was introduction went around. Everything twisted. The man just got everything all over the place and forgetting to call people names on the platform and who are they we don't know. So I just called them Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. All right. So we want to get to the comments. Let me engage your comments. And again, you are free to participate. At the bottom of the screen, there's the number there. If you want to say something, let me know. Let me see some of the comments that are trending. When the president said, "I'm Mary Doverton for that correction." Christopher Wiley is the most simplest Sarpo man I've ever seen. He is noticed of addressing women rudely. That was why they insulted the hell out of him in the last. Okay, all right. That's from Madam Smith over there. She doesn't hold back. When you lack confidence, you are easily offended and sees criticism as hate. Okay, that's what she meant to say it over there. It's a typo. That's our former national president, Madam College Billy Foley. Let's see who I got here. For a comment here. County health team. Yeah, they didn't show up. The shit where county health team did not show up. I don't know, but let me see for the comments. When you lack confidence, I read that statement. The city mayor, that's right. Thanks for the correction there. The house should have been well furnished before the delegation. My thought. That is so true. Marie, you are right. The guys are discombobulated. They are confused, basically. And so what they're supposed to do, right now the building is empty, but it took $7,000 to go. They go dance. They took $7,000, whereas you can use that $7,000 and put furniture and whatever in there in that building, it will cover that whole building. But they go dance with the money. You will see the president sharing money. President G, the guy, after all, I get $15,000 in my pocket. I will share money to the president was sharing money on stage. Yes, that money, that Minnesota now, Minnesota, the guy was sharing money. Oh no, wow, we're in serious trouble here. The guy, he doesn't know what to do. So let's see here. At least, and at the step, she meant to say, I distributed school supplies to over 600 students as an individual. Yes, that's what President Myers did when she went there. She gave school supplies to the children, to the teachers, and stuff like that. One of the teachers, I think there's a Ghanaian or somebody is there, says, I've been teaching in the county. This is my first time to get a gift from people. And say, somebody, they say, oh, yeah, something for you to teach. For you to, she even get medication, or stationery as well for people when they go register and stuff like that to the hospital because they had to go buy their own papers. So the woman went and carried stack of papers over there, give it to the people. That's something she did. But the guys are breaking about group stuff, group stuff. They didn't raise people again. They can't do individual stuff. That group Nasa color. We bring Nasa color. We the rich people. We bring Nasa color. The old man papa. The father tell her why you break it. We bring Nasa color. I said she they got funny. All right, so let's say it go on here. When you like vision, when a mess comes. All right, my brother, let a little bit. I know these things are emotional. Let's control our language a little bit, please. That's hello. How you doing, Marie? Thanks for following the show. I'm only wondering if they were able to travel, sign with our USAA money. They can do it. Watching from Dallas, Texas. Okay, it's time to welcome on board. All right, let's see. Those are the comments I see right now. No question here. what we call United Sarpo Association in America, since there will be segregation in public? I have no idea either. That's a pretty good question, Gertrude. But hey, I have no idea. We get our own thing and we just put it out there. All right. So let's get to the juice of the show today. The major speech by the Honorable President. Should I say? No, let me say. Because the men say they're the book people, the professional people. So I would say bookage, professional, and doctor, and national president of the United Sarpo Association, His Excellency Geleo. All right. So President Geleo, that get to President Geleo's speech here, and you got a lot of things in it. But before we bring on the president here, let's see. Like I want to just do this because this what I'm about to do here, it has a lot of breaking news, and so we'll put a breaking news sound here so you know that a lot of breaking news coming to you. We'll be right back. Yes, that's breaking news. President Geleo coming. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Dark Side Porter Esoteric. Also, so this one we call it Shredding the Tirade and Rhetorical Melange of President Geleo. Oh, that's a lot of big words. A lot of big words. What is he talking about? So we about, when it says shred, right? Shredding. So when you get the paper and you put it in the machine, it can tear it apart, right? So it's shredding. We are shred. So we say shredding the tirade and rhetorical melange of President Geleo. So I told you rhetoric, all right? Let me get something here for you quickly here. Let's do a little bit of something here that I want to show you. So you see the word tirade, or the word tirade, right? Let me get us something here. Look at it on your screen. I just want to show you something quickly. So tirade, according to dictionary.com, it's a prolonged outburst of bitter, outspoken denunciation. Okay? A prolonged outburst of bitter, outspoken denunciation. And that's what the president did to her. He denounced the member. The man condemned us. The man put us down, our president. And that's why I call it tirade. It's a long, almost 30-minute speech where the man was just ranting and attacking and berating the members of the United Sarpo Association. A long, vehement speech. Okay? When something is vehement, is strong, is robust, is rigorous. Okay? A passage dealing with single theme. Okay, just another so that's something I want to show you. That so it's tirade, it's an angry speech, basically. All right, and then the dictionary got the synonyms. Synonyms are words that are closer in meaning. Okay, so if you look at on the word tirade, the synonym got denunciation, diatribe. That's another word there, where you just angry, you throw words, you talk down to people. Diatribe, harangue is another word. Ranting is another word. Anger, berating, censure, fulmination, Jeremiah, lecture, the man. Another offensive word, malediction. Malediction is a curse. Okay, the man was basically cursing at us. He cursed in the sense of, like you say, we banish you or something like that. Okay, philippic. He got the man basically tongue lashed to people of the Sarpo Association, the membership. He carried on what we call tongue lashing. You were whipping out with tongue. That's what the President Geleo are doing. Let me show you something here again. So rhetoric, I want to define that word according to dictionary.com. You got a meaning there. Rhetoric, and Christopher Wiley told the president get sweet mouth. In Sarpo is another way in the English man is a rhetoric, sweet mouth. Okay, so rhetoric, what is it? In writing or speech, the undue use, you see, when something undue is not due, okay? Undue use of exaggeration or display, bombasts, okay? When you exaggerate, you say things the way they are not. You over embellish it, you decorate the thing, you put the thing in one, and you just put the thing on. That's what President you are doing. All right? That's rhetoric. It goes on to say the art or science of all specialized literary uses of language in prose or verse, including the figures of speech. It also says the study of the effective use of language. Okay, you got to sweet talk people. You got to be effective applicator of language. The ability to use language effectively. Number 5 definition says the art of prose in general as opposed to verse. Then 6 says the art of making persuasive speeches, oratory. Okay, and that's what we want to do. You want to persuade the people with sweet talks. Okay, in classical oratory, the art of influencing the thought and conduct of audience. Okay, that's what President Geleo want to do. In classical, so when you say classical, in that sense, it means original. Okay, in the original sense of the word, in original speech, the art of influencing the thought, the thinking of people, and conduct. Okay, the way you behave of an audience. The man wants to change the thought of the people. So the man said, the man are introducing our president coming sweet talk y'all. And the man he did just that. He demonstrated it beyond. He demonstrated that beyond belief. All right, now let's get to. We'll play some a little audio here from President Geleo, and then we'll go into our analysis. I wrote everything down here, so I will break it down to you. In math, they say to the least common denominator. I will break it down, okay? And so let's get to President Geleo here. But let me see a statement here from Stanley. Stanley got a comment here. Maybe they will cover me, but I don't mind reading it. Let me see. So Stanley said, on this unconstitutional for the executive to withdraw $7,000 without the board of directors' approval. I heard that they had a teleconference and classified it as the General Assembly. My question is, how many members from each chapter that attended the teleconference, and do they have a head count of those that attended the conference called and the chapters they represented? I mean, Stanley, that's a splendid, beautiful statement over there. But you see, the guys don't care. They don't care whether they go against the Constitution or not. They don't care. All they want is money. They won't cause trouble, and that's it. They don't care. You see, when somebody is drowning, they can catch anything that's floating on top of the water. They don't care. So the guys are drowning. So they will say, you know what, we'll just mess it up. We don't care about Constitution. We'll go on the teleconference, and the people that got on the teleconference will call them General Assembly. And your Constitution is clear. They say people sitting in convention. They don't say teleconference. They don't say house meeting. No. But the guys don't care. It's about confusion. $7,000. That's what they talk. All right, let's listen to President Geleo here. I want to recognize the board members who are standing. Welcome aboard again. Milton Shibwe is a board member as well, representing the state of Minnesota. Welcome aboard. Roberto Jawi, welcome aboard as well, representing the board member. So let's see. Let's get to President Geleo a little bit. You have been hearing my voice. Let's listen to Doctor, the bookman, the professional. They will use professional mannerism to subdue the people with rhetoric. All right. So Let's see what we can get to the president. I don't know what I will get to the Genesis, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so this one, it's just a short video when they went to dedicate the hall for the people to see the Nestle quarter that the rich people from Minnesota they built. Okay, so that's just a short video here before we get to the president. But the president spoke; he was the one speaking. But there's a reason why I want to play that, and that will also be confirmed in the president's speech. Listen to this. Sorry, there's an overlap in that recording over there. But in that on spot, I'll bring the better one. But in that remind, the president basically, it was I called out palpable discrimination. He was putting the elders. I mean, he actually gave out age range from 60 to 70 years. They are all ideas people. Don't listen to those people. All people there. How are you serious? Is it how you talk to your elders? But we'll get into that detail a little bit. But my talking point over there, I like to break some of these words down. So we'll tell you what tirade means. We'll tell you what rhetoric means or rhetorical means. And I didn't explain the word melange. The word melange has a root. It's a French word. Melange, melange is something that mixed up. You know, you got team mixed all there, and that is saying they all over the place. So the president's speech was a melange. Okay, teams mixed up. You're just talking about different things, and they are not. Both Melson, they are not. I mean, the speech wasn't coherent. Okay, so it's a melange. Okay, and that's what we're talking about. So let's get to a better video here of the president. I don't know which is the first one here, but let's see. Let's listen to President Geleo here.
You have no grounds to campaign on in North Carolina. So this is our home. Like I told many people in the YMCA in 2019, I do not want a position in Liberia. But I want to contest in America. That's what the prayer I'm asking for you. Because if a Somalian can be a Congress president in America, an Ethiopian can be the governor, somebody's from Eritrea, serve the United States government, and the son of the Sarpo Melange who said he like to pass the truth. Well, let me recognize those who work hard for this project. Councillor Jantin, after we met the contractor to build the house, we needed a contract, a legal document, to be taken to America to the board of directors, so that we can all sit down and reconcile the documents. He wrote us a document, a standard document, that is conventional, and everybody agreed to that document. That contract was signed. That building is right there now. Thank you so much. Roland Noma, an engineer. You know, there's so many things that happen in America to be here. One of the Chaco's presidents still here. She's from this town. And I was watching the market in Mandarin. She told same people.
No, I don't know our brother.
Geleo is not our president.
I think you're a president.
He's not going to come here. Nobody going to issue a dime for him.
No, yes, I was
Or to him. And I sat in my living room and laughed. You can stop the rain. You can stop the hurricanes. But I broke ground here. Today I'm here to give you the bill. So who do you trust? Let me tell you a little story before I can move forward. Many countries around the world are chasing development. Some are wretched organizations and schools, clinics. But for you to suffer them, development will work to you. So, my little topic today, when development work to you, accept it. When development work to you, accept it. Because development has characteristics. Development is mobile, it can move. Development can see. Development can feel. So when development comes in the area, it's not accepted because it is mobile. It moves to the next town. Because development can feel. If you continue to hit on development, because development does not want to see blister on the skin, it runs away. Development can die. With all of this I'm speaking, I'm not speaking something far away from you. See so many structures in our places here now. Some parents die. The houses also die. Because no one to develop it. So development can die. Development is the act of making new. So when you can make it new,
All right, so that was President Geleo. Let me get my device together here quickly. Doing everything at once. All right, so that's the first video of His Excellency Dr. Geleo. Okay, so we're gonna play another one. I want you to listen to the president, and then you will listen to Dr. Geleo, because I'm about to shred. I tear everything at the president. I will tear everything apart, whether you like it or not. And that's what I'm here for.
You have no grounds to campaign on in North Carolina. I'm telling you. I came here with open heart. I came so that we can change things. They have tried in America to break me down. Some say woman business. But when they try to check, I have only one wife. I don't mess around.
About no more than
I'm trusting.
you will buy out. I'm not going to
Because I'm saying that because it breaks down the government official in America. The next thing, I don't play with people's money. So I trust it. If you have over $100,000 in the account, that right now I can open my phone and see what is in our account. I can take a dime. I'm a good president. The cheerleader here from Minnesota. The coordinator just told you that Minnesota is a bad organization. So if I have the cheerleader of Minnesota on my side, can you defeat me in Minnesota? But I like the way politics works in America. It's not a politics of lie. The only thing you're going to lie on in America, the accounts of phone. Yeah, I don't have a phone. When I come from work after 5 a.m., come to 7 o'clock, I'm not going to answer your phone. Leave a message. That's the But I see it's mountain because I'm doing the best I could when it comes to leadership. For family, friends. The United Sarpo Association has a good plan. You will not run behind the thing you want from other people. If you want a school, we can build it. And that's what I'm saying. When the government walk to you, it's secret. But I can boldly declare to you to let you know. After my trip, Wakaba district, Second district, will be constructing nursing college simultaneously. So if you want to challenge your leadership, roll your sleeve. It doesn't have the work to do. It's about talking. Talking six. Not just talking. You also say this. This is the greatest place I've known. This is where I took my national exam. This is the capital. But my only regrets as a president, I told you I'll give you 3 billion. But we'll have one. But I want you to let you know your children's too in a way. 3 billion will be 75,000. I want to explain to you because some people call here, they call in this place and get the information. So I must let you know. Like I said, I don't want to be a representative here. I want to be a representative in America. But don't listen to lies. Let me tell you this. 75,000 for 3 billion. I told you that. We broke ground. Today we got one. That's the biggest regret I have. Like I lied to you. But I want to let you know the reason why it happened that way. I went to the convention. They told the Sarpo people that Juarzon is our capital. Make Juarzon our city. It has to be beautified by beautiful infrastructure. We decided to vote. For 3 billion.
Don't be done with that.
1 billion. 2 billion. As I sat in my chair, people are pulling people for all line. Come from this place. All of them, they are your sons and daughters. So what sin does it make to you? All of you. Small mathematics. 3 billion, 75,000. But you did 1 billion for 30,000. Something's like, what's it make? But I just want to tell you though, all of you, the young people and the old people.
All right, that's Honorable G. Code Zio. It sounds pretty good right now, right? Yeah, but when I start to put it apart, you see it. You will see what you are not seeing right now. All right, I'll do justice to the president because he is the president. So I want you to hear his side, and then you will hear my analysis. But before I get on, I will want to bring the former president of the United Sarpo Association, Madam Bilibokree, and to say 1 or 2 words. Okay, and anybody else that wants to come on, I'll bring you on. But let's listen to the president here. Okay, before they say, oh, the president said that one. He didn't say that one. Okay. All right, let's listen to Jiko Juice for a second.
To me, it's a loss. But let me recognize one president. One of the powerful ladies in America. Many of you call her Susanna Shiver. In America, her name is Juarzon. She married to Conrad. Juarzon is the strongest president I ever know. I call her on the money machine. I'm cheerleader, I know you're watching me. I'm here in your bright place. By your help, we were able to construct this building. This evening, George, I'll be walking down the streets to dedicate that building. But the more we got to do, rather all the women and men in America, I ask you to use everything in your disposal. Go from state to state, mobilize the women, the men, get the money we need. I need $60,000. I know you can do that, Joyce. God bless you, man. We are here. We'll do the best we can. For some people, he covered it. I was named after James E. Gray. He came to Pinetown to build a building that will still last this long. The people that covered this here, when Green built this building here, we clean covered it. So they're talking all the way. For 45 minutes drive from Pinetown. He built that place. Fountains and everything. But then he went back again. He said, I want to build a little shop. A little material. They say, yeah, you can build a shop here. The people that come out there refuse development. Because development was mobile. And today it is still mobile. It didn't let time. As we speak, the building is in the bush. But I can tell you, before I depart the stage, you, the young people, to you, Jesus Christ in the Bible said, He gave us 3 score 10. Score by Bible standard is 20. 3 score it means 60. When you are blessed, it be 70. So don't allow those who are in their 60s, 70, destroy the journey you have to travel. Young people, I'm referring to you because you have an impact to make in this place. But I can say this to you today. Since I became president, I've invited 5 presidents to attend convention. We will have a convention this year in August. I promise you at least the 6th session of Sarpo leaders will be invited. So that you can see the way we have the interactive convention. And that's why when I come to Africa, I don't want anybody to hold my water behind me. I put it myself. I don't want to bluff. Anybody can go to America. What is important that you should watch out for is the ideas. Distinct ideas. Those who can make difference. You don't come and just bluff and just bluff. So you're seeing people here in the Sarpo land. They are being transported by air in America. The ideas never change. It's still the same. But what we can do, we professionals, good people, we will use patient calibrate to retool them. And only when a car breaks down, when you look at a few gauge, you know that something is not right. So the car needs retooling. There are so many people's among our friends and colleagues, minds, 5 senses, physical well-being needs retooling. Something's happened down the road. Some people act abnormal. In America, at home together retooling. Juarzon.
All right. People are sucking in America here, according to our president. We got crazy people out here. People, something happening down the lane. They are not normal. Is that a president? Is that how a president addresses? His people, the people that he's leading. All right, so that G-code video right there for you, President G-code video. Let me get to my special person that wants to say something. At least that's the only person that reached out to me. So let me call her and we'll have the conversation here. Let me get to her number here and we'll bring her on board before we shred President Gio's comments. Let me get to her number here quickly. I like to get people. Yeah, my brother. Hello? Yes, you are on the Voice of Sinoe. How are you?
I am just fine, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. What's your take? What's going on?
Well, I will always continue to remind Green how he obtained that position that he's currently enjoying today. And I will always continue to remind the public how Green got to where he's at today. It is extremely disappointing. Sometimes, I feel so bad that things are turning out the way they are right now. But, for for the current president, well, I wouldn't say the current president. I guess we can consider him acting as an acting person right now because his term have expired, so he's acting. But for Green to take the stage and just mislead our people like that is extremely disappointing. I never knew he would do such a thing. Prior to Green becoming president for the United Sarpo Association,
Madam President, before, are you hearing me?
Yes.
Okay, before you transition, what specifically is disappointing about what the president said?
I want to say almost everything. You know, because if you start from the beginning of this nursing quarter or healthcare, you know, he it is not even his idea. He has absolutely no clue how all this happened.
Yeah, but my boss said he could make the argument. Okay, it's one thing to have the idea, like the people were saying in Liberia. You get the blueprint, and Joia will do the tangible work. So the man is saying, okay, you got the blueprint, but I didn't work. What would be your counter argument?
My counter argument would be, you know what? Anything you do in life, if you're in an organization, even in my field as a nurse, and healthcare is continuity. So any organizational work is continuity, and before that continuity started, there was a beginning. There was a beginning. Yeah, it's a good thing that you carry on and you complete the work. But you cannot say, or you cannot tell the general public, when I campaigned, I promised the people that I was going to build them a nursing quarter. That's a lie. And I hate to use the term. That is a lie. That is a lie. He never campaigned. The position was handed to him.
Why?
Because of the forces that was behind him.
So the forces putting power without the people casting a ballot?
There was no need to.
Why?
Who ran against the president? It was a white ballot. Who ran against him? Everybody was afraid to run against him because they knew the forces that was behind him.
My president, that wasn't the case. Mr. Charles Kroji declared intention to participate.
He dropped. And Mr. Charles Koji dropped. He dropped because it was a known fact that Charles Koji and Mr. Koji himself also. I mean, you know, sometimes you have to be reasonable with yourself. Why waste your time and energy when you know the people? I mean, the state that you're going to will not vote for you. The odds basically are against you. You know, sometimes in life, sometimes you have to look at things and say, you know what, this is not going to work out. And he dropped.
So, my president, are you there?
I'm here.
Yeah, you said the forces that were behind the president were too great. Are you one of them?
I am more than one of them. That is why I will always remind Green, I will always remind those who are enjoying the benefit of our hard work. I will always remind them.
My president
got where he's at.
My president, it seems like you are disappointed in the person you gave the people. Do you have any regret?
I am disappointed. I am disappointed. I'm not gonna lie about it. I am disappointed, and I was a strong believer that we could work things out. I really did, you know. But I'm calling to give some clarity because, you know, one of the speeches, maybe it wasn't the one you played, was this thing. I made a promise when I was campaigning. I made a promise that I was going to build our people nurses quarter. I was like, where do you campaign at? To whom did you campaign to? You know,
yeah,
those things are not true. And you know, sometimes in our community, you know, we are afraid to bring the truth out to people, and you will be seen as, you know, someone that's going against the wave. And people want to label you, but when somebody is not telling the truth, and we just sit there and we allow the person to continue, that means we accept the lies too. I'm not going to accept those lies. So what he is saying is not true. It is not true. But let me get back to how Mr. Green Geleo became president of the United Sarpo Association. I think it's very important because he is in Liberia making this show as though, you know, he worked so hard. He's such a professional. He had everything lined up, and the people had no choice but to vote for him, which is not true. And I want anybody, I dare anyone on his team to come and debate me on that. And those who he put in office, they had no clue how he got there. So those things like that. And when you go to our people, you don't go to our people with this us against them attitude. It is not no us against them. Every single person that contributed $1 to the United Sarpo Association take credit for anything the association is doing.
Correct.
Every single person should take credit for that. Every single person. I can honestly tell you, if it wasn't for Reverend Father Sintali, that nursing quarter would not be standing today. He was very, very diligent. He was very, very consistent, and he was committed in making sure that nursing quarter come to life.
But my president, you don't think that's leadership? Because being a leader is the ability to get people with skills to get your plan accomplished. Green can say, okay, I'm a leader, and that's why I got those people on board.
Which people on board?
Mr. Fowlerson and those people that you are naming.
Well, if those people are on board, then you also give them the credit. Okay? You also provide that message to the public to encourage other people to come on. Fowlerson is part of the board. He's a board member, but they cannot say anything good about the board because it is a us against them attitude that they're carrying. It is not a us against them attitude.
My president, I'm afraid to say, but Mr. Bola Yanglo was represented. According to the group, he represented the board. He's a board member, isn't he?
Yes, he is a board member. He is a board member. He is a board member that is not. He's a board member that is not independent in his thoughts. How's that?
All right, but so he going to Liberia he wasn't a representative of the board?
When he was going, I mean, you know, they said that there was 15 members that was going. That was the president term. He said 15 members 15 members will be going to Liberia for this nurses' quarter and whatnot. And the names were never given. So no, we had no idea that he was going. No, we did not. So as far as I'm concerned, he is not going to Liberia as a board member. He went as a member of the Minnesota chapter. That's how I saw it. Because if he was going as a board member during our many interactions, he would have said, well, I'm going as a board member to represent the board. That was never mentioned to us at all. So as far as I'm concerned, he is there as a member of the Minnesota chapter.
So, but your friends, your fellow board members will share your view, or you just your personal, just you alone view?
This is my view.
Okay.
This is my view. Some may agree and some may not agree, but these are my views. You know, I speak for myself. I always made it very clear. I am not the spokesperson for the board of directors. The spokesperson will be the chairman, and I'm not the chairman. I'm just a member, but I'm speaking as a member of the United Sarpo Association.
All right, so my brother, let me do a follow-up here. You, the president you have right now, you say he's not the president, but the acting president. Do you what are you doing now? Saying you are disappointed in President Geleo, what are you doing to replace him?
Well, you know, it's not what I'm doing to replace him. I think that the board as a body, and also excuse me for 1 minute. This is LA. Everybody drive like they're hating out on their shoulder. But the board as a body, working in consultation with the elders, they're trying to work things out so we can go to election, go to our convention this August. So I'm guessing that once the president comes back, I don't know what's his fear. You know, he goes around, he has everything that is needed to go into an election or go into a debate with a challenger. But then in reality, he's afraid to even put out a election commission. He cannot do those things. They cannot put any guidelines on what would be our next step. So once he returned back to the country, I think the board would be more aggressive in pushing the issue that we're going to election in August, and we're going to Florida in August. We have an election in August, and they're not going to drag their feet and think they will hold the organization hostage because you want to hold on to power. You have a challenger, a very strong challenger that.
So,
you know,
my brother, are you supporting the challenger?
Absolutely. I mean, let me finish, because you know, when you have never experienced something, when you have never been challenged, when you have never stood on a stage and debate and talk about issue, you think it's fun. So he has a challenger that will really make him work. So I can't wait to see that. I cannot wait to see that, because you know, when something is given to you, you don't know how to keep it. You don't know, you know, when you don't work for something, you have no clue how to hold on to it, how to keep it, how to value it. So I have to take responsibility that I was one of those people who insisted, who forced, who was behind Green becoming president. And let me start from the beginning. When Green was vice president, we had issues. But I still saw some good in him. Green never came to meetings. Green never responded when the president, who was Mr. Obaku at the time, he never responded when phone calls was sent to him. He was never engaged and whatnot. I went to him and I spoke to Green. I said, look, this is what's going on, and you know, try your best. And he agreed, and things got better. And we got behind him. We felt like Green would be a very good president. We really did. Not knowing that this narcissistic attitude will just prevail itself to everyone. And now we're in the situation that we're in right now.
So my president, I'm kind of low. I don't know what to put about. You said you are disappointed in the God that you give us, and now you are supporting another person. Why should we trust your judgment this time around?
Well, the person, sometimes people will give you what they want you to see, and you I guess you as a person will try to take the person. I mean, you judge a person on face value, and you believe that this person is going to do their very best. You cannot discredit a person just because of what other people may have said about the person. Now, the action of that person, now you have something to work with. Would I be supporting Green in the next election? The answer is no. Everybody know that. I'm not going to even lie about it. Now we have a challenger who she has proven herself. You know, on so many occasions. You know, she is former president, so she has experience.
Who's the president? Who's the president in question here?
Mona Frances Clark Myers.
Okay.
You know, she's working as president, so she's working in the position. She has the interpersonal skills. She knows how to work with people. She knows how to bring people together. So you know that experience is there. Did Green as vice president did he exhibit those things? I would say a little no and a little yes. Because as a friend, I was like, I think he can, you know, you work with the president, so I'm sure you have picked up some good qualities from the president. But we have a challenger who is working in the position right now. And then the challenger, goes to Liberia on her own strength. You know, this is something that I have done. So I'm impressed. I went to Liberia so many times on my own strength. I spend my own money. I go to Sinoe all the time. And I don't ask for a penny from the organization. You know, I'm not running around here questioning $1,000 or I need $3,000. The challenger is the same way. She goes to our district. She contributes to our people on her own strength. She does not use the organization money and then try to pretend like, you know, it's their money. So that's the kind of people we need, because we're a nonprofit organization. Our funds, you know, the way we raise money, our organization really is member driven. So we cannot be taking money from the organization. We should be giving money to the organization so we help our people, not to wait and find little loophole. Oh, I'm supposed to get $1,000. Oh, I'm supposed to get $3,000. You waiting and depending on the organization money to not show that you care for your people when others have done so much before you, and people are going to sign up without the organization. And these are the people that we're looking for. We're looking for people who would sacrifice their time, who would sacrifice their effort, who would sacrifice their resources for their people. That means they care. Not someone that will use $7,000. Excuse me. Use $7,000 of the organization money just to travel. Do you know what $7,000 can do? I mean, do you know what $7,000 can do?
My brother, let me play a devil's advocate here for a second. Assuming I'm G. Geleo, I could say you were president twice. You served 2 terms for the organization. And Green was said, what can you show? What do you have to show to our people for the 2 terms you served? What would you say?
This is what I would tell those people who would doubt my accomplishment. When I took over as president for the United Sarpo Association, I took over after a crisis, after the organization had zero balance in their account. I used my own money for them to host a program. My own money. I gave them my own money to host a program.
How much are we talking about here?
I'm sorry?
How much are we talking about?
It was $3,000. Okay. I used my own money. I will give money to the organization to host a program for the organization. So when I started, we had zero balance. Zero balance. I travel to Liberia almost every 3 to 4 months. I will host meetings in the name of the organization to promote the organization, both in and out of Liberia, with my own resources. I did that. When I was president for the United Sarpo Association, the very building that they're sitting in, that they're talking in today, the first chairs was contributed by the organization through my effort. The generator was contributed to that building, to the city hall, by my effort. When I was president for the United Sarpo Association, medical supply that was donated by Duke Hospital was sent to the district, and part was given to FJ Grant, and some was given back to Juarzon when I was president. When I was president for the United Sarpo Association, I made sure that the Sarpo Association was well known, because any activity that was being held in the United States, if I was able to go, I will go, and I will spend money, my own money. So when I took over as president of the United Sarpo Association, we had zero balance. When I left the United Sarpo Association, we were in the plus. We have a president that can attest to that. Financial report was given to the president after me, and that information was given to the current president today. When the current president took over, he took over with at least $60,000 in the bank. So we started from somewhere. I never try to use the organizational money to because I don't have money to buy my plane ticket, or I don't have money to go represent the organization if EULA is having a program, or if Grand Jita is having a program. I always went to represent the Sarpo people without the Sarpo people money, but money. Those are the things that I have done when I was president. Today, as we speak, even with the slight, I won't say we have problem, I would say slight problem, because that problem will be solved in August. We will have the election in August.
But the president doesn't sound like you want to. You said if he was speaking conditionally. I mean, when you listen to him, he said if we were to have a convention, I will win. If so, we're not doing. He's not speaking forthrightly or positively that there will be convention. If President Geo doesn't set up that, what will you guys do?
Well, I cannot speak on what we will do, but we will have election. So I'm not really sure. I don't think. I honestly do not believe that the president is saying that if we have election, I don't think he meant that really. Because we will have election. What will stop us from not having election? The country is opening up. What will stop us? What will be the rationale? Or you just want to hold on to power? You don't want to be challenged. You want to force a two-term.
Madam President, you spoke of interim leadership. How long did you guys set up for? How long? What's the duration of the interim administration?
No, I don't know too much about interim administration. I guess technically, if you want to use that term, yes. If you want to use the term interim, because everybody's, I guess it will be considered interim. From my understanding, I don't have the document in front of me, but from my understanding that this will be until the next convention, and the next convention was going to be 2021 August in Florida.
Okay, my president, let me let you to relax a little bit. I got just a couple of things here to exhaust. But your inputs always refreshing. Any closing comments?
The closing comment that I would like to say, like I said, there needs to be clarity. The president. We're happy that he's president. But he needs to be honest. He just needs to be honest.
But my president, what are you happy about? You say you're disappointed, and you say you're happy he's president?
No, I'm saying we're happy. When I say we're happy, in other words, we're happy. I mean, I'm disappointed in his action, but I'm at least I know I've done something. Even though I may be seen as the enemy today, at least I know I've done something. At least I know I have done something. At least I know I helped someone, and I'm hoping somebody will help me too. Because that's what we do in life, So I'm happy. I am happy. I'm disappointed in his action. I'm disappointed in his ways. I'm disappointed in the way that because someone criticizes you, then you take it as hate. You see that as hate. Those people who do those things are not very confident. If you criticize me, I want to know why you criticize me, and I want to do better. I want to do better. Give me a reason why you're criticizing me, and if there's any way you can help me. And if the person who criticizes you is willing to help you, how can that person hate you?
All right. I think while you were talking, let's see, maybe the questions were directed at you. I think Dana Riches has some questions for you here. You say, the first question, you say, are the funds for the Minnesota chapter different from that of the USAA? And if that is so, how is their money intertwined or different?
The Minnesota chapter raised their own. They raised their own funds, and I have to be honest. I think when the Minnesota chapter raised their own funds, I consider it as a private thing. If they chose to get together and they raised funds, they did not force any member to contribute. So I think it's a private thing. So the Minnesota chapter raised their own money, and I consider it to be private because it's not like when we go to convention, you have to pay a fee, So the Minnesota chapter raised their own money. Now, USAA, the president and his team members, they came up with a brilliant idea. We had General Assembly on the telephone, and then the General Assembly agreed that $7,000 to be given to the delegates that are going to Liberia. So that money is USAA money. That is USAA. That's the difference in the two. The money that they claim that the General Assembly, and the General Assembly was people that they call and they have a telephone conversation. You know, I will hope that members in our community will question that. But unfortunately, they're not. They're just going to sit and gossip behind the doors. They're not going to say anything. They're not going to question anything.
Let's get to the next question here. Bridget also said, it is stipulated in your MOU that the president would be a philanthropic leader, spending his own money to travel.
What was that again?
He's saying, is it stipulated in your MOU, memorandum of understanding, that the president would be a philanthropic leader, spending his own money to travel?
No, it is not. It is not. It is not. It is not in our MOU. In our Constitution, the president is given an allowance. Okay, the president is given an allowance per year, but travel was something. It is not even in the Constitution. This the travel part. I think when Mr. Obaku was president, at that time I wasn't on the board. They came up. The board, I think the board and the executive, they agreed that they will assist the president with $3,000, and it was voted upon. And so the current president, or the acting president, Mr. Green, used that as a means to get $3,000 too, because it was done with a previous president. So that part is not in our Constitution. Only allowance per the year.
All right. So the last question before I let you go, he said, was it stipulated in the MOU that the president was taking a position that requires his philanthropic will in terms of travels and other things developmental for the organization? Do you understand the question?
No, it is not.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to also convey that we are a nonprofit. We do not have much money. We're trying to help our people, and our funds, or the way we survive is based on members. So we are member driven. So you cannot, if you know our situation, you care about our people, and you care about the survival of the organization, you cannot with your conscious mind say that you want $7,000 out of the bank. I mean, I think his first trip, he was brave enough to request for $12,000 out of the bank just to travel. Those things are not in our Constitution. But guess what?
What?
If you have the means, and you know you can travel on your own, then you help out the organization, because that's all we are here for. And I can honestly say nobody can say Kade Deputy took organization money to travel to Liberia. I can buy my ticket anytime. I have cars. I can get to Sinoe anytime. But you cannot try to ride on the organization and then try to make yourself look like you came to save the people, knowing that you depend on us. But then you go to Sinoe, you act like you're trying to save the people. You're here to save them, like you a saver.
Last question from Mr. James Panto. The boat brought the devil to USA. Let the boat fight to move the devil.
No, I don't. Mr. Ponto, I don't want. Nobody is a devil, you know. In as much as I'm disappointed, no one is a devil. The board did, but unfortunate. The president would never. The president would never tell anyone how he got the position he's currently occupied. The people who who are financial secretary, all these little big titles. They have no idea how they're in the position they're in today. So we don't want to call it. He's not a devil. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
It's just that I just feel like he's not being very honest when it's time to be truthful. He's not being honest.
Okay, my President, fair enough. I really appreciate. Excuse me here, guys. Appreciate your participation. Let me let you go. So I can wrap it up for the day.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the former national president of the United Sarpo Association, Madam Geleo Foley. I'd like to engage her and ask some questions so I can learn. All right, Richard, thank for your comments as well. I appreciate your.
When it's time to be truthful.
I appreciate your input as always. The trade was not well organized, Marie. That's true. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we just listened to the Honorable President Geleo with his tirade, and if you like, a rhetorical melange. So melange is getting mixture of things, you know. So the president threw a lot of things at us. So the job of Dr. put esoteric is to put things in perspective. All right. So if you listen keenly, and I took notes, I don't know whether you did, but from the genesis of the president's speech, he said this is our time to develop our land. All right. And the key word in that I want to look at is the word our. Okay. O-U-R. Okay. He said it's our time. So whose time? When you say our, the hour is not defined. It's undefined. Our time. Is that the union he's talking about, or a certain group of people, or something else? You're talking our time. And so if you ask Dr. Yapoda Esoteric, given the rhetoric of the president, given the language, the organization comprises of old, young, and you can name it. But the president has always already drew a wedge between the old and the young already. So when you say our, even though we don't know what constitutes young in this context, what age range? Okay, so the president say from 16 to 17. So that's the demarcation. So anything from 60 down, that's considered young. Okay, and that's the population of people that he's appealing to. The rest of the people, they are considered old people. So when you say our land, this is our time to develop our land. All right. So we want to say that President Geleo and whatever constitute the hour, because as far as I know, the United Sarpo Association, every member, at least from the perspective of convention, they make some sort of contribution to the organization. But the president language wasn't cohesive, it wasn't surrounded around unity. It was divisive, basically. All right. And then he said he doesn't want a position in Liberia. The president said he wants to contest in America. Okay, that's something he said. So President Geleo wants to become a representative in the United States. All right. But then, you see, it's one thing to pull these words out. It's another thing to walk the walk. To pour in the word. It's another thing to give us historical references and stuff like that. Oh, Somalian, and they can become representative, governor, Ethiopian, Eritreans, and those things. It's one thing to say those things. It's another thing to take some steps in a direction. Okay, how is it that Mr. Geleo, you are struggling to lead people less than 6,000, but then you're talking about you want to become a representative of the United States of America? How is that? How is that possible? You cannot even lead a group of people from, a tribal group. You are struggling. You are dividing them. So if President Geleo becomes representative, he will say, you know what? After 7 p.m., nobody calls me. Imagine that. Can you become a representative of the United States and say, I wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I come home 7 o'clock. After 7 o'clock, you call me, you will not get me. And guess what? During the presidential campaigns, I think with Obama and Clinton and those people, they were asking the question, who will pick up the phone when a call comes in at 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning? Who will pick up the phone? President Geleo is telling us he wants to be a representative of these United States of America, but when you call in the United Sarpo Association, when they call in 7 p.m., he will not pick up your phone because it passed that after 7, he does not talk to people. But he's telling you, I want to be United States. So you can see the guy is just going there for a bluff. You're going to bluff. You cannot talk to your own people. If you were to run in Minnesota, for example, the Sarpo people in Minnesota will be your first supporting black. But you say when you call me after 7 p.m., I'm not talking to you, but I want to be a representative. So American people will hear that and say, yeah, we'll vote for the guy. When we call you after 7, no. And then you say, leave a message. I dare you call President Geleo and leave a message and see he will call you back. He does not call you back. What do you think led to my resignation from his team? It's because of a lack of communication. The guy does not communicate. You will send the guy message upon message, Geleo will not reply you. He doesn't care. But he goes over there and bluff, and then people say, I won't be a representative of the United States. You can't. If you can't pick up phone at 7 o'clock, can you pick up phone at 1 a.m.? Can you? Or 2 a.m.? Can you do that? The people are talking about who will pick up the phone 2 o'clock a.m. So Geleo told us that, all right, he wants to use that. He doesn't want a position in Liberia. Now, in the speech, President Geleo also appreciated people. He recognized people that made the next quarter to come to fruition, that make it to finish today to be where it is. Now, listen to the names that President Geleo gave us. President Geleo recognized Councilor Rai Yanti, the lawyer who crafted the document. We want to say thanks to the lawyer. I don't know whether they pay him or it was on a pro bono basis. We don't know for sure. At least for me, I don't know. He also recognized Roland Norman, the guy that constructed the building. We want to say congratulations to Norman, but guess what? This is not a pro bono job. He was paid, okay? A fee for service. He didn't do it free of charge for us. He got his money and he gave us what we wanted. So it shouldn't be a Christmas party for him. How he not taking the other contractors out there to do the job? All right. So when it comes to recognition that the people, let me save that for now. Geleo also recognized Madam Juarzon. Does she deserve credit? Yes, she does. But is she the only person in the United Sarpo Association that deserves credit? I will say no. So he recognized her. She played a major role, I agree. President Geleo also recognized Christopher Wiley as one of the guys that brought the project to fruition. And he also recognized Sophia Kape. And President Geleo recognized Robert Tuba. Those are the people that made the United Sarpo Association Nessus Quarter project to materialize. According to Geleo, according to our president, according to this man, those are the people. Consider Rai Yanti, Roland Norman, George Seyon, Christopher Wiley, Sophia Kape, Robert Tuba, including himself. Those are the people that the president recognized. But there is another group of people that the president did not recognize, and which I want to take the time here to recognize those people. Mr. President, an edifice without pillars will fall. That little said, building a house that does not have pillars will fall. And so I think about the pillars of the United Sarpo Association. I think about the 6 pillars, the very presidents of the very chapters. President Geleo neglected to recognize Mr. Yanwele of North Carolina. President Geleo refused to recognize the effort of President Francis Clark Myers, the woman who hosted the 2018 convention and raised $75,000 or above. President Geleo refused to recognize the president of Iowa, Dave Cooley. President Geleo refused to recognize the president of the Red River Valley chapter of North Dakota, President Colo. Those are the pillars. He wouldn't recognize Robert Tuba. Even his own man, the current president of the Minnesota chapter, Mr. Casey Wiley, wasn't recognized. Only Robert Tuba. So, Mr. President, without these people, these are the people that leading the various chapters that generated the money that is in our account. But you neglected those people. They're not important to President Geleo. Mr. President, another group of people that you did not recognize that I want to recognize, Mr. President, and the board of directors. The board, according to our constitution, without their approval, money will not be taken from our account, even though you don't respect the board of directors. But the members of the board, with the exception of Mr. Youngwell, all the board members in the union were not recognized by the president. Mr. President, another group of people you did not recognize that are very, very important, Mr. President, we call them the General Assembly. The General Assembly, the General Assembly comprises of the old mom, the old pop, the young people. These people, especially our elders, are not working. Every convention they would pay with a $100 contribution, they would pay that share. If that local contribution to make, they will pay, they make that contribution. But Mr. President, you neglected, you negated those people from your mind. Oh, President Geleo, without these people, you cannot get hundreds or more $1,000 in the account that you are bragging about. United Sarpo Association is in serious trouble. With the president, the people that generated the money, and you only name few people. That is sad. That is unfortunate. And that is why I play the speech before they say, oh, I didn't hear that part. Madam Chair Lady, that's what I play. I will play in the speech so that at least people will hear what the president is saying. How can you forget the ladies? Even Madam Juarzon, the money that she generated, we the union, we the people, we generated the money and then we'll take money from them for her to buy lappers. And no woman will butcher those lappers. But you negated those ladies from your mind. It's Juarzon alone. It's Christopher Wiley. It's Sophia Kappe. He didn't even recognize Sister Tobo. He only plenty man. The man he left in charge of the organization. He did not recognize the vice president, his own vice president. Of course, Taffy. United Sarpo Association with Geleo is in a serious problem. And we are not going to be quiet. You go to Liberia, you lie to our people. Yes, I use that word. You will say, the president, no, that's a lie. You cannot take the people that use the sweat, their paychecks, and you talk them from the equation. And only a few people. The people whose money you are enjoying in Liberia, you're dancing. Christopher Wiley dancing, and he's the best dancer. Those are the people. That the people money you are using. But they are not important right now. You don't even recognize that time for meeting. No. You are sending the citation to a few stooges. And that's it. The elders, the people that made a contribution, they don't have a buy-in. They don't have to participate in the meeting. No, they are not important right now when it comes to money. When it's time for them to generate money, that's when they are important. You will say if somebody does the chapter and let the people pay the money. But when the people pay the money, time to make the decision, you know, don't send a communication out so the people can know. That's Geleo for you. So President Geleo recognized the people, and he went on to say, one of our chapter presidents stood here, and he's referring to Madam President, President Clyde Myers. One of our chapter presidents stood here and said Geleo is not our president. Okay, that's what Geleo said. Assuming that President Myers said that, and I'm quite sure she said it, but you have to understand the woman was speaking technically. Okay, technically speaking, and the former national president just said that, Madam Kalijeli, she just said that, she confirmed that. President Geleo is the acting president. So, Madam President, Francis Clyde Myers was speaking within the context of the Constitution. And that's what she was talking about. So, but you see, the president is about politics. So he does not present things as is, or he does not contextualize what people say, especially his opposition. even though we don't see him as opposition. We see him as a president who doesn't know what to do and we just want to change him. That's it. But Geleo said, President Maya said, oh, I'm not the president. Yet, Mr. President, last was August of 2020, per the Constitution, your term was over. It was the elders that broke all the deal that got you right there. It's not the mandate. So she was referring to the mandate of the people. That's what she was talking about. So yes, technically you are not the president of the United Sarpo Association. That is clear. We can't debate that. And the president wanted to say he is not going to come here. He said he is not going to come here. And nobody is going to give him, give me a dime or stuff like that, you know. He said that what President Maya said nobody will give you a dime. That part of it is a lie, okay? But President Francis Clark Maya didn't say Green would not come to Juarzon and nobody will give you a dime. That statement cannot be factually corroborated. That's what Mendas said. The bookman was a lie. She did not say that. We challenged the president to adduce the evidence to back up that statement. The president also went on to say, he said that you can stop the rain, but you cannot stop the hurricane. All right? So that statement, ladies and gentlemen, I want to call that statement of breaking news. That's a breaking news. So we want to put breaking news there. So President Geleo said, let me put that statement out there quickly. I think I wrote it down somewhere. It has to be public. I need to talk about that statement. That statement is deep, it's profound. Let's see, where's my statement here? We want to put the all right. So you can stop the rain, but you cannot stop the hurricane. So, ladies and gentlemen, listen to that. The United Sarpo Association in America right now, we have a hurricane. And you know what hurricanes do, right? Hurricanes, they blow people away. They blow buildings away. They cause flooding and stuff like that. So we have our national president who is now he is calling himself the hurricane. So get ready. We are in a total mess. The hurricane told you that when he gets back here, you must roll all your sleeves. The hurricane is coming. Okay? Hurricane is a strong wind. It does not analyze anything. It blows things away. So President Geleo said, you can stop the rain, but you cannot stop the hurricane. So he is coming to blow us. He will put us apart. He will not listen to us, in other words. That's what you say. That's why he's saying in other words. I am not going to listen to. I am a hurricane and I'm coming. Whatever I want, that's what I want to get. That's your president for you. He went to the people and told them that thing. He stood before the people. And that's how you put the listening. You say, you can stop the rain, but you can't stop the hurricane. I will break everything apart. In other words, that's what you're saying. Who can stop a hurricane? Can you stop it? I mean, at least I'm sure he said about the rain, you can stop the rain in the context of, I mean, if you don't want to get wet, you can get in the house. But when a hurricane is strong, what are you getting in the house? It will blow the house away. And President Geleo said he's a hurricane. That's serious. That is serious. So the members of the United Sarpo Association, if you do not want to be blown away by the hurricane called President Geleo, you got to do something. And that something is to remove him, or else our children will be victimized. Because when the people are fighting and they're fighting among themselves, the people bound will be the victims. And that the people, according to our constitution, the organization was established to seek the interests of the people. But the hurricane is here. Hurricane is coming. Get ready. So the hurricane went further to say, he told us in his speech, he told us the characteristics of development. And you listen to all of that. Development is mobile, it can move. Development can see, it got eyes. Development can die. Okay, so right now, President Gio, he said development is dead in Sinoe. So he's coming to resurrect development. And so he's bringing, how can you bring hurricane and you say you want to resurrect development? Hurricane and development, they are incompatible. Well, that's President Gio for you. He is bringing a hurricane of development to blow everybody away. The people that are supposed to generate the money before you can build a building, you say, you know what, I'm bringing hurricane. I'm not going to listen to you. I got some money in the account already. That's what I'm after. Whether you generate money or not, the one in the account, whether the board approves it or not, I'm going to take the money. And that's what the guy is telling you all about. Because after all, you got to understand the guy is operating outside the scope of the Constitution. The Constitution does not cover you anymore. But the others, they broke our deal and they put the guy on us. So when the hurricane blows everybody away, go to the elders. They're the one who gave us the hurricane. President Gio told us, ladies and gentlemen, you can see building, all of those things dying, all of that, you know. You can see building dying around, and the people also, they are dying, Okay, all right. So instead of President Gio empowering people to maintain building so they can't die, the man said, I'll just be building it. I'll just be building. Nobody to maintain it. I will not empower people to maintain those buildings. I will just build them. What Gio said. Gio went on to say, he is not disappointed in selecting Christopher Wiley as his national coordinator. Anytime he wins the game, he always let our guy. Think about it. The man who just told us that he is the best dancer. And the best dancer, the president said, you know what? Anytime I win election, I will select the best dancer. Yes, I will select the man. The man who cannot coordinate. And when the guy in Juarzon, they were in the car sitting down because nobody knows about them. They were in the car. He himself said in his speech. He said, when I got there, everybody was looking at Moses. And they said, Moses, what would we do? You know, the Moses, he led the people from Egypt according to them. A fictitious story they carry all over the place. Moses led people from. So Green Geo was the Moses when he got to Sinoe. He did not inform the people. So the people were crying out, Moses, why you not telling people? Moses, why he brought here? He said, you know what? Moses will do something. I will pray to God. He will open the Red Sea. And then magically, this woman came to the air and said, you know what? Green, I want color. He said, Green, I will host you guys. And he didn't tell anybody. So the man who cannot coordinate with the people on the ground is the man that he said, you know what? Anytime we let the man. And you know why? Oh, I will point him, you know why Green wants Christopher Wiley all the time? It's because when Green deal is going wrong, Christopher Wiley does not have the testicular fortitude to say to the president, you are wrong on this one. He will not say anything. He wants people that will sing hallelujah to him, whether he's going wrong or not. So basically, President Gio wants a puppet. Christopher Wiley is a marionette for President Gio. So he said, anytime we'll put out that dancer there, that man will dance for me. Anything I say, he will dance. So anytime we election, all right. But you cannot win election in the United Sarpo Association with that. You put that. No, it is palpably clear that President Gio will not win election. That's why he's paranoid. He does not want to establish the Electoral Commission so we can go to election. The man will never do that because he knows that he will not win election. So he will just go here and then say, I will win election. I will win election. I get Minnesota chapter. You get 6 chapters in the UN. He said, I get Minnesota chapter. I get North Carolina cheerleading. I will win election. Look at the guy. The people already gave you the signal in from North Dakota at the barbecue. They gave you the signal already to the president. They said the convention supposed to go I think it was supposed to go to Florida or whatever. Yeah, Jacksonville. And then the guy said he was supposed to go to Minnesota. People said, like, they pull it to a vote. They were crying. The people want to break official. The people want to break, like, vote. I said, the vote, you were trying to force it to carry to Minnesota so people then can't vote. You put the people that ain't playing, and the richer people, you say you are rich, you start up Air Force One so you can carry all the people to Florida. Yeah, so they giving the message for a Green. He is scared. That's why he just said the Electoral Commission. Fans said we beat Green. When you see that woman, say, yeah, that woman, she beat me. It will beat Green. And the people will be rejoicing. Yeah, hurricane, go away. Hurricane, go away. We'll be singing, hurricane. No hurricane. We don't want hurricane. We don't want hurricane. We want peace of one that will bring development to our people. That's what we want. Not hurricane. We'll drop that hurricane out. So President Joe went on to say, ladies and gentlemen, you were meeting Christopher Wilder any day, any time. He said, if the election were held today, I would defeat anybody. Mr. President, I love that coverage of yours, even though it's fictitious. Sometimes you can get yourself false coverage, right? Courage here. That's what they call fake confidence that you are giving yourself. It's unrealistic. We are asking the president, since he said he will beat anybody, when he gets back, constitute the Electoral Commission so we can start working on the process and see whether you get 50% of the votes. Come on, Mr. President, we challenge you on that to establish the Election Commission to see whether you get 5% of the total votes. The hurricane that you are talking about, the people will give you democratic hurricane. We'll beat you, Mr. President. We'll take you from power. Sell that election commission. That's what we're waiting for. That's the only thing we want for you right now. Because that's the only impediment. You marginalize all the chapters in the union. Dave Cooley now run away from you. Because you are not acting right. You go on a teleconference and you say, General Assembly, Dave Cooley will say, no, Mr. President, that's a bold-faced contravention of the Constitution. You can't say that. That is not General Assembly according to our Constitution. Kuala will say, no, Mr. President, you are wrong. Casey Wally will also say you are wrong, but you will not say scared. When President Francis Clark Myers said, Mr. President, you are there wrong. It's not General Assembly. Our Constitution is right here. Mr. Yamule, he say that lie. He can say straightforward. He can't embellish words. Yes. So, we're asking the president to set an election commission, and you say you do that. President Geleo said he will win the election because the chair lady of North Carolina is on his side. So because of that woman, you win election. That's the biggest joke ever. I would say that the president of the chapter, the vice president of the chapter, the secretary of the chapter, all the cabinet, the former president, Madam College, with the fully, everybody they're supporting Francis Clark, and he said the chair lady will be you will win. Madam Francis Clark, she will divulge her cabinet to the public. One of her cabinet from North Carolina. But President Geleo said, I will win before the chair lady pay her own money and follow me to Sinoe. Biggest joke ever. We'll listen to that comedy. You set on the election commission, you see. The people that give it to the man on silver platter, President Geleo does not speak to any of them right now. I can remember 2016. Manaka Jabwele said you were here, they were campaigning. You made an announcement. They changed the location because it was supposed to come to Pennsylvania. And when it comes here, Charles Crogy will win. So the people play the politics. And they changed the location. They changed the location, took it to North Carolina. So the man can win. Now what deterred the man and say, you know what? Saying you guys, you don't want to follow what the Constitution say, I'm out. Because it's rotational. So it was Pennsylvania. The guy changed that culture. And now when we went to North Dakota, the people said, no, you change the culture, we'll vote. And see whether we'll go to Minnesota. And that's why it went to Florida. Florida said they want a convention, we want to host it too. So saying you introduce election now, we'll go by that. You see? So the president also went and told us, so the chair little mean win. President Gio, ladies and gentlemen, said, let's see here, let me see something here quickly. President Gio said something like this, and I will call that breaking news. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Voice of Sinoe in the Diaspora with Dark Side Reporter Esoteric. So President Geleo may stood before the Sarpo people in the global community. In the age of technology, everything you do is global. So Geleo told the people, the members, the people of the United Sarpo Association in Americas, they try in America to break me down. Oh, Geleo. The people whose money you took to go to Liberia, to go dance, they are trying to break you down. The people that just generated, in addition to the $7,000 that generated additional, almost $7,000 and give it to you catch, are the people Geleo said they're trying to break it down. He said they are in America. He didn't make the distinction. The people that have been supporting the money that is in the account that Geleo bragging about, the people of the United Sarpo Association in Americas, they generated that money. But Green Geleo said they're trying to break me down. Now the fundamental question is why? What did you do, sir? Why would the people that elected you, they want to break you down? What did you do? Are you proceeding correctly? I would say no. Because if you were proceeding correctly, there is no need for the people to break it down. Okay, when Green says that break him down, in what sense? What is he talking about? Breaking down, like literally? No. What Green is talking about, the people are trying to take him from power, and he wants to stay on. Because he enjoying it, you know. They can go anytime arbitrarily take money from the account. So why you want to close my? I can't even afford to buy my own ticket to go to Liberia, and I can just go in the account. The people give me $3,000. I mean, come on, why would leave it here for? Okay, so the man said, you know what? The people are trying to bring him down. So that's what you're hearing. If you want Green Geleo again to vote for him, that's it. But the man said you are trying to bring him down. He's not himself. The board of directors and the president are supposed to work together as a team, but the guy is not listening to the people. The very people that brought him on board, the College the 40, the Mr. Isosabe, the Peasley Jar, those people. Green does not talk to any of those people, but he said the people are trying to bring it down. Why? You are calling the elders, the people that established the organization, the people on whose shoulders that you are standing right now. You know, the people got a parable, you know. They say you need the old mat to sit on before you can plot the next one. President Geleo said the old mats are not important. But he said the people are trying to break it down. When you are talking to the people like that, and you said they are trying to break it down, no, sir, you are breaking yourself down. What kind of leader talks like that? Oh, the old people, they're not important. Imagine, I mean, we can go into history. Charles Taylor was on 50 when he massacred 250,000 people in Liberia. He wasn't an old man. He's a young man. Joe did his part, but he wasn't an old man that killed people. So the idea of leadership is not about age. It's about an individual philosophy, your dreams, what you want to do for your people. It's not about age. President, high level President Geleo, people that Joe Biden will not be president here. No, they are old people. That will sit down. No, those are old people. He doesn't. So the man he's just discriminate. He's not a unifier. How you call people old people? And you say the people breaking you down. You're breaking yourself down, sir. You want to rely on the guy, say he's the best dancer. What can best dancer do when it comes to leading people? The man's an entertainer. That's what dancers do. They entertain people. But you rely on Christopher Wallet as the entertainer, and you say, oh, the people break. No, you are breaking yourself down. You are not surrounding yourself with the people with the requisite skills and knowledge. And that's why you are having problems. I would say that the people are trying to break you down, but they say, you know, Mr. President, they approve of scholarships, 12 students for our children in Sinoe County, the Sarpo land, to get education. They approved that. Green Geo has not implemented that, but he said the people are trying to break it down. The people say you wanted $7,000 for COVID relief package to the people. The people gave you know what? Instead of $7,000, will give you $10,000. They approve it. Green Geo is saying the people are trying to break it down. He has not implemented that. We don't know what has become of the money. I can go on and name things. The people are supporting you, but because you got this arrogance, this sort of hubris, you think you are above everybody else, and that's why you're having issues. It's not nobody trying to break it down. I would say that you're a leader. He says, after 7 o'clock, don't call me. Is that how you lead? Leaders stay up because you have a response. You got a group of people on your shoulders. Imagine Joe Biden telling people, say, after 7 o'clock, don't call my phone. Think about that thing. And you say, oh, there are people trying to break me down. That's a horrible guy. Look at. He doesn't know what he's doing. Green Coach, you told you, people trust him because he has one woman. And that's why the people trust him. I brought this up because women business breaks people down in like in America. You know what I'm saying? The man told you he wants to be representative. So you got to tell the people, I'm a monogamous. You know, I'm believing I plenty of women been there. Yes. One man, one woman. I won't be represented in America. So let me tell the people, I want to get one woman. Okay, sir, thank you. But we are Africans. Okay? We are Africans. And so the fact that the American man wants to get one man and one woman, but African men say no, it's not our culture. In fact, it is against the nature of man. Yes. So the people subscribe to plural marriage. But Green said, you know, Green boy, he told her, we the professional, we the book people, you know, we don't deal our country team and what they're doing with plenty of women. No, we deal with one woman only. Okay, Green, congratulations, sir, for putting down our culture. Go with the Western culture. You are Western men. President Gio told us, ladies and gentlemen, I don't play with people's money. So I am trusted. Who on this here, who are listening to me right now believe this? He does not play with people's money. But then you go to Liberia without the approval of the board of directors, you took $7,000, but you don't play with people's money. It's just astonishing when a guy goes over there. But again, Christopher Wallet told us that he gets sweet buff. And the ministry had to demonstrate to the people that he gets sweet buff. So he's telling us, you know, he doesn't play with people's money. The money he's using are your own money. No financial report, but then you say you don't play with people's money. Where is the COVID-19 financial report? What have you done with the money? Tell us, sir. What happened to the scholarship that people approved? You don't play with people's money. You don't get more accountability. Give us something. You don't do that. But you tell us, you know what? I don't play with people's money. Everything I do is transparent. It's clear. I can look on my phone right now and look at the 100, but we don't know the members, the people that generated the money. They also want to look on the phone and see whether the amount you're seeing is actually there. We want to know. We got the right to know because we generated the money. It's not your personal account. So that was Green, you know, again, United Sarpo Association is only Minnesota chapter. So Minnesota chapter is the bedrock of the organization. So Florida, that cake, nothing. You know, cake soft. When you say the bedrock, you know, the strong one, supports him, everything he does. When it caused Robert Tuba to break the Constitution and take $3,000, you'll do it. So, he got to have to motivate people so they can gain money. So Green said, Minnesota chapter is the bear rock of the organization. Oh, how about Philadelphia? In the history of the United Sarpo Association, the only chapter that raised over $75,000. Nobody can beat that record. It's not a bear rock. Now, Minnesota. Oh, yes. That's Minnesota. Green Court Geleo. He discriminated. The young chapter, North Dakota, the other day. Young guys, the first time to host convention, Minnesota hosted and they even read $40,000. The guys were almost close to $60,000, $50,000 plus. But they're nobody. The caller does not agree with him. So whatever caller and team doing over there is nothing. Minnesota is the bear rock. That's what President Geleo told us. Then he went on to say, ladies and gentlemen, if I have the chair lady just saying, oh man, Minnesota probably gone already. Okay, that will concede that point. Take Minnesota. But guess what, Mr. President? Why you are oblivious to is we got 6 chapters in the union. 6. Okay, 6. And one 2 you talk about in your speech. North Carolina, Minnesota. Okay, so if you carry the 2 states, you still be no, you have been relegated already. When we concede Minnesota and say, okay, Robert Tuba will vote for you. Casey Wallo will go for you. Sister Toba will vote for you. The man you make vice president, you left your vice president, you don't trust Gus Tanataf, and you say, you know what? I don't trust Gus. I will give it to Sister Toba. So I don't know whether your own vice president will vote for you. I don't know. Yeah, but the Green Court Geo for you. So Green went on. Time is fast, man. I want to wrap it up quick. The only thing you will lie on me about in America is Green Court Geo can't answer phone. That's what he said. Okay. Green himself told us that he does not answer phone. He said it's allowed. Green said the only thing somebody will lie on me is Green cannot pick up his phone. And then he turned around and said, the only thing you will lie on me in America is Green Geleo cannot answer your phone. I go to work 5 a.m. and when I come home from work 7 p.m. When you call me, I'm not going to answer your phone. Okay. He said that people will lie on you. But then you are telling him, he said it's a lie. Then you turn around and you say, I will not pick up the phone. I mean, that's a contradiction right there. You are not consistent. When he says somebody lie on you on something, that means it's something that you do and the person is saying the opposite. But you are saying it and you're confirming it. Okay, then what is your opposition about here? You don't have no point yet. You concede the point already. You just told us you go to work, you go 5 a.m., you go to work 7 p.m., you come. After 7 p.m., you call, you will not pick up. But Green said, you know what? In the midst of all of that, I won't be representative of America. Yeah, when the American people elect me in after 7 p.m., they can't call my phone. No, you can't do that. Don't call my office. Don't call my phone. You will not get me. Yes, after all, I love my family too much. My family above you. So after 7 p.m., I spend the time with my family. I don't get time for your business. All right? Election time, I'll come to you and make the case. But when I give you the job, you get a limit when to call me. Don't talk to me after a certain time. All right? So Green Geleo is, I don't know what year he wants to contest for representative in America. All right, we're looking up to that. All right? So that's it. Green said, I'm going to leave a message on your phone, but when I guarantee you leave a message on Green phone, he will not call you back. All right. So, I mean, while the president was speaking, and Miss Sophia Carpet giving you a paper, we don't know what that paper contains. Something was on that paper, but we don't know. Maybe he forgot something, so the woman tried to remind him, or maybe he forgot George saying, and so he said, "You got to recognize the chair lady before you get in trouble." We don't know exactly. Okay. All right. So I'll give you the next one. I'll make it out of breaking news here. Okay. right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Voice of Sinoe. I want to recognize the representative of Electoral District Number 2, Sinoe County, Republic of Liberia, Mr. Sampson. We are welcome aboard. The man is supposed to be in office by now, but I know the politics, the people are holding the county or the district hostage right now because of political greed. All right, so so Green Geo told you and said the promise, he made a promise. President Geo promised to build 2 nursing quarters in Sincon and Wakaba statutory districts simultaneously. That's what Green wants to do. That's a breaking news from Liberia. So Green, when he gets here, 2 nursing quarters will be built in Wakaba statutory district and the Sincon statutory district. That's something Green wants to do. All right, so he's not going to take money from the account, I'm quite sure, because if you listen to his speech, he has authorized the money-making machine, Madam Joy Sayon, to raise $60,000 because the first nursing quarter is $30,000, and so the next 2 nursing quarter Green wants to build in the Sincon belt and the Kabade belt, $60,000 right now authorized the cheerleaders to start raising our money. But then you turn around the scene, you say go around from state to state and go collect the money. Then you turn around and say the people want to break me down. They are not good people. They are not. Okay, the people that want to bring you down, you authorizing your the national cheerleader to go out there for money so you can build 2 nursing quarter, $60,000. All right, so that's the breaking news. Green Geleo, our national president from Liberia, from his speech. All right. So the president also, ladies and gentlemen, welcome if you're just joining the show. So G. Coach Dio said, I think I will also want to call this a breaking news. So let me see it. I will call this a breaking news. Another breaking news that I want to bring to you. Where is my breaking news bullet point here? Let's see. I think I'm missing that one. But there's breaking news here, President Gio. However, I'll just play it without putting the bullet point over there. Maybe I'm skipping it. But here's the breaking news. Here's the breaking news from the factual room of Voice of Sinoe in the diaspora. President G. Dio of the United Sarpo Association said, if you want to challenge this administration or the leadership, you must roll up your sleeves. If you want to challenge this leadership, you must roll up your sleeves. That's what President Gio told you. And you know why he told you that? It's because he told you he's a hurricane. Okay? How can you challenge a hurricane? Is that possible? And so when the national president gets back, the fight that will be in the United Sarpo Association will not be easy. If you want to challenge this leadership, you must roll up your sleeves. You know, when people are fighting, you got to roll your sleeves. Yeah, otherwise they can break you down with that stuff. So the president said roll all your sleeves. So people of the United Sarpo Association in Americas, when the president gets back, he must roll all your sleeves. That's what he told you. Not me saying that, I'm just repeating it. I'm just the messenger. I'm the one who interprets the message to the people. All right. So President Gio also went on and told us, my only regret as president that I will tell you is I got 1 nursing quarter. I actually wanted 3, but I got only 1. That's the only regret I got in the whole thing. Wow. You see, the president cannot say people lie on him. And then you go stand before the world and also lie. Oh, Doc, why are you disrespecting the man? Why you say the man lied? Yes, the man lied. Oh, you want me to use feasible? Okay, Mr. President, stop the mendacity and stop the fabrication and stop putting out this Aesopian language around here. That's a lie, Mr. President. You cannot say your regret is you wanted 3 nurses quarter and the people gave you 1. You serious? No, Mr. President, let's get the record straight. Here's the record that you didn't tell the people. Mr. President, 2016 was a convention in Florida, in Jacksonville. 2017, it went to North Carolina. And from the North Carolina convention, Mr. President, it was approved that 3 nurses' quarters should be built. It was approved. The General Assembly approved that. Yes. In 2018, or if you like, 2018, you didn't count on the agenda. You didn't do something about it. 2019 convention in North Dakota, Mr. President, it was you, the same person that brought it back on the agenda. The people approved it, even the board members like Mr. ESOTERIC and others, they told the president, no, Mr. President, that has been approved already. He can't put it back on the agenda. He did not listen to the people. So he put that nurses' quarter back on the agenda. And that's how it was put to a vote. So how can you come, you blow nut, and then you turn around and say, you know what, the people, my only regret, the people failed to give you what you're supposed to get. I came here, I told you 3 nurses' quarter, and they only gave you 1. That your own children in America stopping your progress. Green stood before the people and said that. That the people, the development, that the people that are stopping development, meanwhile, the people gave you $30,000 to build the building that you are bragging about right now. The same people that you are demonizing and say, oh, they stop development, are the people that build the nurses' quarter. So I don't know. The president he speaks from the other side of the mouth. He says something different here. So he's speaking from both sides of the mouth. Yes. How can you say that to the people? It was your fault. Take responsibility when you screwed up. You put the nurses' quarter back on the agenda, and the people put it to a vote, and they give you 1. They reduce it from 3 to 1. And you go to Liberia and say to people, they're stopping development. How can you? He's talking down. The people so dumb. The people, they get their mental problem. What kind of math is that? The people, you can get $3 billion for $75,000. And then you go approve 1 for $30,000. But you brought it on the agenda. You said let the people vote on it. The purpose of democracy is for the people to make the choice. And so what are you whining about? Why are you wanting to finger at the people and demonizing them? You're supposed to demonize yourself. It's your own blunder, not listening to the people. It's your fault, Mr. President. You're talking about Marv and all of that. Some people call here and lie. No, Mr. President, you are lying to the people in their face. In public, you are lying to the people. You did not take responsibility for your blunder. You got to do so next time. The president, he's talking about Marv don't lie, all of that. Yeah, Marv can lie. If you don't put the right number on something that's a wrong Marv, then Marv lie to you. That's not true. If 3 persons in the room and you put 2 there, then Marv is lying. That's not. So don't say Marv don't lie. Marv does lie. You know, Marv don't lie. I don't know what is it done. It doesn't. And the man went as far as President Joe went as far as putting his own people on blast. He talked down to the place from Point Town. He said people rejected development. Think about it. That's a breaking news. That's a breaking news right there. Geleo of the United Sarpo Association said the town he's from, he said the people don't like development. The people rejected development. The Pine Town people. Okay? So, but you will build a place by force. What are they lucky? They hate development. You will build a place by force. Yeah, it's sad for the president to be talking like this. It is very, very sad. If we don't take the guy from there, we'll have zero problem. He talks to people any way he feels like. His own people. He said the people don't like development. G.E. Green, the man after whom I was named, he tried to build. The people rejected development. And now the building is in the bush. You know, developing, it can move. It's mobile. And the man rejected development, therefore, development. So the people are covered at Pine Town. Your son saying you don't like development. That's why he say you rejected development. You hate development. That Green Geleo saying, I mean you. I just repeating what he said. Do you also told, ladies and gentlemen, don't allow people in their 60s, all right? Now the old people you're talking about now, Don't allow people in the 60s, 70s to destroy your future. Agree talking? The president of the United Sarpo Association, I don't know who you're talking about now. He's the president. He's not in the 60s. He has the future of the people, of the children. We gave him money. The boy approved the scholarship. He did not implement that. But he said, don't let the people in the 60s and the 70s destroy your future. But what did you do when they told you to empower 12 children on the Sarpo land to become nurses? They gave you the money. They approved the proposal, everything. You did not implement that. You are not destroying their future. But are the people in the 60s, in the 70s, that all people, they get old ideas. But you got new ideas, sir. You can't even feed the people in the midst of coronavirus. The people gave you 10,000 and you say, I'm not going to feed you. Isn't that an antiquated idea, old school, backward way of thinking? You put that on the old people too? Is that their fault? I mean, I don't know. It's sad that a relatively young man would not, you will not tackle issue professionally. You would just insult people professionally, in bragging, the book man, you know what I'm saying? With the professional people without no book, will force the thing in their head. They don't know nothing. Yeah, the man will go as far as, some of them, they are in America, they just still thinking, their thinking has not developed. He just wanted to bash the people, to berate the people, to talk down to our people. The green Geleo for you. And meanwhile, the people that are in power, they are not all people. Who the old man? You call ESOTERIC Sarpo an old man? The man is not even in his 70s, he's not in his 60s. And he's not the impediment. ESOTERIC Sarpo working with him. The elders, maybe you would say in the 60s, the late 60s, Mr. Suwa and Reverend Blah. But the people, their thinking is antiquated, but they broke out the interim leadership that brought you to power, that put you and say, you know what? The men are no book, the men are professional, the men are lost the people. They're giving extra time. What are you doing, sir? But you bash people. You demonize the elders. You demonize the women. You marginalize them, as a matter of fact. You don't recognize them. When the Juarzon is the one that raising the money. That Sophia Kappa raising the money. So that's G-Code Geleo for you. All right, so another thing that I want to talk about, he bashed the people and the elders. He promised to bring 6 people to America when he wins re-election 2021 a convention. I think he said he will bring people, 6 people from Africa to come so they can see how we can do business there. All right, Green Geleo told you that. He said the only reason I want to bring 6 people from every section on the Sarpo trial so they can see how we can do business in America. Yes. There will be no fight, Mr. President, if you only can listen to the other people's point of view. The only reason there's little fighting there is because you're not listening. You are not listening. And the board supposed to, you are working on the leadership tutelage of the board of directors. In the absence of the General Assembly, the board is in charge of the organization. But when the people instruct you, you don't listen to them. But meanwhile, you're complaining. You don't listen to the people. Yes. So the president is saying you will bring people from Liberia so they can watch how we do business here. We don't do nothing right. I guarantee you, we change Green Geleo, everything will go. People will be impressed when they come to the convention. But because of your fighting, stupid, unnecessary fighting, and that's why we have all these issues. All right. The president said he doesn't want anybody to hold water for him. You hold your own bottle of water. Okay, thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, but guess what? You took $7,000 from there. You hold a clean bottle of water in your hand. No gems in it, nothing. A clean mineral bottle. But the people that you were speaking to over there, they drink from the creek. Oh, yes. Imagine Greenwood want to use that $7,000 and say, let's build modern hand pumps for the people to get clean water to drink. Like me, let's get water factory in Sinoe County. Let's do something. Let's think outside the box. Or let's break that box and throw it away. But you say, I hold my own bottle. And, I hold my own bottle. But you're drinking that water. I will use the $10,000 or whatever amount and give you $5 here and there. Sure, I got breaking morale. So president went and breaking morale in front of people. All right. Yeah, he talked about Lucia Carlo hosted them because they were not properly planned. They didn't talk to anybody. You have to understand they let Mobutu feast going on in Sinoe. All the major leaders, the Sarpo people, they were over there. None of them go to that program because Green does not communicate. After all, they are all people. We don't get time for the people in their 70s, their 60s. We don't get time for the people. We only get time for Christopher Barr. Chris Bar, whatever his name is, Chris Bar, a young man that the men will care about. We don't get time for all our old people then that gather in Grisby Pond and they can't talk about it. They're having party for Mobutu. We don't get time for that. Yeah, so that's it. So the woman had pity on him and said, you know what, sir, I will host you. Yeah, the man said, I can't have mother, I can't have father, and I can't have your mother, I can't have your father, I can't know that, I can't do that. I'm an American man. You know, I can give you the mother, you the mother, I give you your child, call me, and I can't do that. I said, they got funny. Why are the people coming to you? Why the mother coming, the father coming? It's because things are tough. The little thing when you give it, in no time it goes away. And so that's why we're saying to Green Video, let's do things that will add value, that will empower the people. Let the scholarship be rolling. But you don't want to do all of that. You want to build Nessie Quarter all over the place. You're talking about building 2 again. Is that going to stop the people from begging you? So Green just said, when my come to you or your father come to me, you come to me again. The child comes, I don't get time for you. Or when the child comes for it, the father comes, I don't get time for you. I'll give your son already, or I'll give your daughter already. That Green Video for you. Yeah. Yeah, so he said he asked the people to maintain the building. As a matter of fact, when they got there, the whole building was engulfed. It was covered with bush, grass, everything. They had to pay people to clear the place, to clean out the place. The zinc was getting rotten and everything. They had to buy some zinc again to put it for that $7,000, I assume, or somewhere else. And so they put new zinc on top of the place so it can be presentable, you know. And that's something they did. And so he appealed to the people to maintain the building. And the only thing they can do, maybe when power goes up or they want generator, that's something you can contribute to when the toilet breaks in a building. I mean, they can finance, but to clean around the building, that the people's responsibility. Mr. President, if you were talking, because the reason why you are having these problems, we have been telling you, you cannot build a structure somewhere and you don't even talk to the people on the ground. You don't talk to the city mayor. You don't talk to, the various leaders in the county, the Sarpo leadership. You're not talking to anybody. But you say they put up clean the place. Because you're bad leadership. You don't care. You just do things just to go bluff. And the people say, okay, why should we clean a building if you are not talking to us? You know? Why should we clean after your property if you're not talking to us? And that's why the people are not doing it. So Green will give you the tips. I have called the man over and over to give my little advice, but Green doesn't listen. Okay, so he goes over there and say those things to the people. So I told you already, he paid people to roof the building. And President Gio said, okay, I think I broke that down already. The fishing and stuff, that's something they can do. And he divided money for school. I'll show you that there's a video where he literally at the end of the speech, he was dividing money among the people. After all, United Sarpo Association, they gave him some money, free money, so he can go and distribute among the people. And he said the people from America, they are not mad at the people, they are not angry with the people on the ground. That's what President Geleo also said. And the reason why he said that is because the people did not accept him. They not give him the reception he's supposed to get. And he was hosted by Mother Lucilia Carter. Yeah, she hosted them out of sympathy because of the recklessness. The coordinator did not do his work. And so Green Geleo did not get a grand welcome he needed. And somebody had pity on him. So he said, you know what? We are not angry with you. Yeah, why would you be angry at the people? You didn't do your work. And so whether you're angry or not, you blame yourself. Yes, you can't go over there I mean, how would I say that the national president of the United Sarpo Association went over there with how many persons? I don't know the delegation, the number of people. And the whole, when Francis went over there, that place was incapacitated. They were filled to capacity. People were still standing outside. Just a chapter president, but our national president. Then imagine if a woman had made like announcement and she said she just went there. It's an impromptu to understand. It's an impromptu visit without, I mean, she didn't officially tell the people. But she went there and carried this kind of attitude. She didn't go there and say, I drink mineral bottle, I hold my own bottle, you can drink the well water now. She went there, the woman took her slipper and off 10 toes. She got the people, bring the food. They put the food down, they ate together and stuff like that. Brought herself down to the people. Bring, open your arm. Morning Sota. We're from Morning Sota. As a guy, you are giving yourself problem, okay? You are giving yourself problem. We're not in a stone age where you have a dictator telling people what to do. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's what I have for you for the night. I will just read your comments and then we'll call it a night. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let me just read your comments and we'll call it a night. So I see some comment trending here. Let's see. It will cover me, but I don't care. So Bell Ace, he said, I'm so happy to share the testimony with joy when all hopes were lost. I was suffering from HIV for 3 years until I came across Dr. All right, I think that person doing marketing over there. All right. Oh Lord, breaking news. Yeah, that's our breaking news. Chair lady who got to bring the breaking news to the people. And she also said, totally a comedy show that was going on in Juarzon. It was total comedy. Get you laughed. And I see here's the Iron Rock. Now what he said. All right. Mark, you are too much. Yeah, that's it. That's Green Code Geneva for you. I just interpreting stuff for you guys here, and that's my job. Watching from Liberia, Bill Pine. Okay, thank you for watching. Without us, there would be no money. That's right. That's right. We take people to convention. Those are things that the people will work hard. I remember North Dakota President Miles. I mean, we got the vehicle. As a matter of fact, she rented extra vehicle so that people will be able to accommodate the people that want to go. How far these people go, these ladies? Man, the man, we just talking about one person. You serious? Oh, watching from Norway. Hey, Alfred, how you doing, sir? Reverend, how you doing? Sometimes I follow your show and land the biblical message you're taking that. You missed one of my questions. Sorry, said teams were running out. Are running out of time. They both brought the devil. Okay. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for following. Let me see the people that I'm seeing. Mr. Panto, Bell, thanks for following. Imagine Smith, Greg Jugoa, my own Uncle Jim said, how you doing? Thanks for following. Mr. Sampson, thanks for following. Cooley Morris, the host of the Sarpo Nation. Honorable Martin Zanwanja, how you doing? Thanks for following the show. Miss Eta Yenswa, okay. Elton, okay. And my mother here, Mother Dwayne, how you doing? Thanks for following the show. Bill Pine, thanks for following. Miss Diana Khan, our prayer warrior, Delaware Valley Chapter, Madam. College Jebele Foley, thanks for following this show. Our Vice President, Florida Chapter. Yeah, the President Gio, the woman I Gio corner was Gio, you be the president. All the women in Francis, you gotta understand, feminism is real. The woman empowerment they're talking about. You understand how in women's International Women's Day the other day talking about female empowerment. Green talking about I will win hurricane coming. All right, Madam President, Francis Miles, Delaware Valley Chapter, thanks for following the show. Appreciate your presence on the show. Tamani Morris, how are you? Thanks for following the show. Mr. Stanley Thomas Sewan, he was the former National Secretary. Thanks for following from Texas, sir. I've seen who else is in here. His Excellency, former President of our union, Honorable Daz Obaku Nyima, thanks for following the show, sir. My man Donald, thank you for following again. Thanks for your contribution. I really enjoy your question. Sorry, I couldn't get the other question. Pine, Marie, how you doing? Thanks for following. And those that I'm not seeing, Evangelist James Carter, thank you, sir, for coming. We are out for the night, and we have to play the Quinga traditional music. Acquire Tadwepo, reconciliation. All right. I won't blame you. Okay, we'll go back home one day. Okay, we are not here to fight, no commotion. We are only here to put things in perspective for you. We want justice to be done to all. That being said, enjoy the rest of your night. You know what Bo man say? Have a wonderful day or night. You say, have a super califragilistic espialidocious night. I'm out. Come on, log out.